This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of That One Piece Talk. My name is Larry.
Lawrence.
Lionel. Sam.
And this is That One Piece Talk, where we talk One Piece. Woo! Let's go. Oh, man. Episode 151. Get ready for an exciting experience. Today, we're diving right into the official release of One Piece Chapter 1114. We'll be reviewing, taking your calls, and engaging with your super chats. It's going to be a fun ride. If you haven't supported us yet by liking the video, please do. If you wish to interact with people like us, join our Discord. If you can't watch us at home, watch us on the go with Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Also, don't forget to rate us 5 stars and leave a nice comment. It helps us a lot. We will read all your super chats organically. They will not go unread, and we apologize in advance if we don't get to them on time. If you want to send us mail to open up on stream, our P.O. box is in the video description below. Sorry, Nataku, I forgot to pick up your mail. My apologies. Thank you for always supporting us. Now let's say what's up to chat and read some super chats, and then hop into the chapter.
Yeah, I see Lord Fort Killer, Sedgefield, Tarek Adams, The Broker, Alex Picard, Brooke the Celestial Dragon, Threads, Monkey D Octane, KSG2, Twilight Straw Hat, Kremet. So many of y'all in here. I see Twilight like a dozen times in a row. Motions, Broker. Yo, why y'all keep repeating yourselves? Is it Broker's birthday today? Marv, Go There 520, Brandon Wigfall, Vista Digo Handle, Penguin, Patty Melts, Austin Hart, Goatman Tees, Ciandre Williams, Maximilian Turner, Jake, Cosmic Skelly, Tyler, Kirby, Maximus, Playdead, Obelisk, Narayan P, Left Lane John Wayne, Winston, Rox D, Buggy, Mary Senpai, Key, Conquers Hockey, oh man, Quavo, Keegan Ryder, Bama King, Berserker Kuma, just so many of y'all in the chat, yo. We appreciate the support. Please like the stream. Huh? Nerd Taku?
Yeah.
What?
No, he said you weren't gonna shout it.
Oh, my fault, Taku. Yo, it's Larry who was ducking the package, bro, not me. It's Larry. That's all Larry.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did get a couple super chats already, but again, guys, like the stream if you haven't already. We got a 1-month membership to Nakama Status from Brooke the Celestial Dragon. It says Alucard versus Dracula from Castlevania. I think that's a Larry question.
Dracula. They already fought.
And one person won?
Yeah, Alucard won. But it was due to Dracula, saying, yo, this is my son. And I'm, bodying him.
Okay. Yeah. So it wasn't like a dub for real.
Nah, Alucard was getting whooped.
Okay.
The whole time.
Has there been, power-ups since then? Or, we just...
I don't know. I haven't seen... They have this season called Nocturnal, which is really good. Mm-hmm. But he came through at, the very last 20 seconds of the season. So, and that was, hundreds of years later, so I don't know if he's any stronger or not. He looks the same to me.
Okay.
Just whiter.
But these people have fought.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it wasn't close.
We got another 5.
It's one of those moments where you're like, he's beating him.
It's like Omni-Man versus his son.
Invincible. It's Omni-Man versus Invincible.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I gotta check that out.
That's crazy.
I'm with it.
And it's the same dynamic, son and
I'm
father.
all for good parenting. You know what I'm saying?
He is beaten.
Right, we got another 5 from Kremet. It says the goats are back. I have a theory to say that I saw on TikTok that was interesting, but it'll have to be said after the chapter read for full input. Okay, we look forward to it, Kremet. We got another subscription to Yonko status from our guy Skylands. What's up, Sky? Sky is of the Dragon Ball Fan Podcast. If y'all haven't already, please tap into his content on TikTok. It is dope. Another 5 from Hazy, it says, since we're all here today, at the best book club, let's get straight to it. Who is Zoro splitting the sky with before fighting Mihawk? Hashtag BBC, hashtag topped on top. To me, Zoro would split the sky versus Mihawk. That would be the first time he does it, personally. But I don't know about y'all.
You would need another Conquerors to split the sky with. And right now, out of Zoro's opponent setting up the fight, I don't see one. And Mihawk would be, the prime candidate too. Do it. But before that, I don't see anyone else. Like, I have like a...
The only person that would come to mind is Ethan.
Yeah, I was going to say Ethan.
Yeah, if he fights him before Mihawk, that would be it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Plus, I'd want to see it before he fought Mihawk.
Yeah? You'd want Zoro to be a sky splitter first?
You can't, for sure. You can listen, if he's not a sky splitter before he meets Mihawk and then he just starts sky splitting at Mihawk, that just lowers Mihawk overall for me.
See, to me, like, Zoro's endgame opponent is Mihawk, right? Or it's supposed to be. So it's like, how do we make that the most hype clash?
I mean...
You know what I'm saying? Like, if Zoro already did that...
He can still do it.
Like,
he just can't do it for the first time against Mihawk.
Do y'all remember how I felt the way about Luffy splitting the sky with Kaido? And I was like, it should have been Shanks instead. Like, I wanted Luffy's first time splitting the sky to be with Shanks. I was upset about it a little bit.
That doesn't make sense.
I would feel the same way about Zoro. I'm just saying, that's me. I would feel the same way. If Zoro splits the sky with Ethan, it's like, yo, like, I had this whole build-up to you and Mihawk, and now it's just, okay, I also split the sky with Mihawk.
I think
you know what I'm saying?
I think you're looking at it as like as if like this is the most advanced aspect of being a conqueror, and it's not. I would say this is the base for being a conqueror. Like the base is I split skies because me and two conquerors are clashing. When you start blowing away clouds the same way Whitebeard and Roger did,
okay, but
that's like, yo, we're at a different level.
But I also don't see Mihawk as that type. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I think you have to expect Mihawk should be greater than he is. But how do I say this? I don't expect Roger feats when we're fighting Mihawk. So this is that like that's still hype, that's still below that. You get what I'm saying?
But then if you want to going back to what's his name, Ethan, right? In a sense, from what we're seeing, that he intensely has the potential of being or is greater than Mihawk, like stronger wise.
I wouldn't like that either, personally.
So you would most likely get it with him and Zoro doing all that. Like, I should Mihawk and Zoro split the sky, but the ones that would clear the sky would be mostly with.
But then is he fighting him first and then Mihawk, or is he fighting Mihawk first and then him? Because in either way, he should be splitting the sky with Mihawk first then. Either way, unless he clashes with him on Egghead right now.
No, I don't think so.
Which
I doubt it.
I don't think it's happening. So I don't know. Let us know what y'all think in the chat. Good question. Another 5 from Christian Reese. It says, wop, 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 wop. Seb, F them up. Hey, man, they not like us, bro. Because they not. Kenneth did his thing, bro. Did his thing. All right, we got another 5 from Goatman Tees. It's another 5 months to Nakama status. It says, like the stream or your mom's ... Hashtag Daddy the Father gang. Yo, remember Daddy the Father, man?
He was completely filler.
Yo, that was good filler, man. That was good filler, bro. I thought it was real. I did. Another 5 from Connor Cole. It says, Luffy will eat the Mother Flame, and this will fix his stamina problem and put Gear 5 into full form, as the Mother Flame looks like it has atomic energy. We will get into the Mother Flame conversation a little later. But I like the idea of that a little bit. It might make Luffy too broken if that were to happen.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Too broken doesn't exist to me.
Mm-hmm. You need your main characters to have some sort of I don't want to say drawbacks per se, but some sort of strife, right? Like they can't just be the Hawks' thing ever. We already have that. In One Punch Man. We already have that.
Talk to One Punch Man.
Yeah, but even then, all the dramatic action doesn't come from him. It comes from Garu.
Yeah.
So, another 10 from Mamba Kid. It says, yo, what's good, y'all? My question for y'all is, if Aokiji beat Akainu at Punk Hazard and became Fleet Admiral, how do you think Akainu would have took the loss and responded from it?
He would have stayed in the Marines like a good old boy.
You're not not wrong. But damn.
He would have.
Damn, bro. Disrespectful.
Disrespectful. It's because I added the good old boy at the end.
Why don't?
I'm not arguing with what he said. Besides the good old boy point, that was wild. But no, I don't see him leaving.
I don't see him leaving either. I don't even think he would start like a sword or anything like that either. Like I don't think he would join any other faction. He would just be like, "Dang, I lost." Like it's a worse thing. But remember when Kyohiro and Tesho fought, and it was like, "Yo, whoever lost was supposed to take the L and stay,
become the yeah."
But some people ain't like that, Aokiji. Anyway, another 120 Mexican? I don't know what that is. From Miguel Rosales, it says, I will be going to Japan on September and will be visiting the One Piece gym. They don't allow filming unless you request permit. Can I use TOPT NM for the permit?
Like filming like your sets? Or just like showing around the gym?
I don't care.
Bruh.
Is that a yes?
Go for it, bro.
Wouldn't he need something from us for that?
Who cares, bro?
No, listen, this is the stamp of approval. You got it. Go ahead, bro. Go crazy.
Live your life.
The other two from Off Brand, it says Frankie versus Virgo. Love y'all and this community. That is a random matchup.
That is a random matchup.
I got Virgo.
I got Virgo.
And that's the point I was making. I'm not going to get into the whole Vice Admiral thing, but that was the point I was making. Because you said he one-shot one Vice Admiral, Frankie did it. But now, finding another Vice Admiral, he's losing?
Is he a Vice Admiral or a pirate?
Shut up. Because I can say the same with Drake. But
I don't know, man.
I'm not getting into it, though.
I love Virgo, bro. I'm going Frankie, just because.
I haven't seen any hockey from Frankie, so I'm going to give it to Virgo because...
Frankie just beat a dude with hockey, man. What up?
All Vice must have hockey, so... But we don't know his level, but we don't know if he's a Tashigi type of level hockey person or somebody else. So like,
you don't need hockey to be the dude with hockey. That's all I'm saying.
No, I know that, but I'm talking about because there's also masteries of hockey levels. What you do just because you have hockey doesn't mean you're going to be able to do stuff with it. It's all about your level with it, your hockey strength level and mastery over it and usage of it.
Virgo is nice. I ain't gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying. Is like
nice.
what Virgo showed. I don't see Frankie being able to get past. Those other Vice Admirals have not really shown what Virgo was showing. I can't really name one Vice Admiral that showed what Virgo was showing. So that's what I go into. But yeah.
We got another 20 Canadian from our guy Skylance. It says, just supporting. Hashtag y'all the One Piece for y'all the Mount Rushmore for One Piece. I don't know why I couldn't read that. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
That's dope. Another 6 from Ben Lowry. It says, yo guys, question, do you think Zoro will break Mihawk's sword like Mihawk done to him? Hashtag shirts off for Shin. Hashtag the goats. It would be poetic. That would be a lot. That'd be kind of crazy.
I'm thinking, but then you start thinking, will it be contradicting to what Mihawk said before? That if it's a black blade, it won't break. Now Zoro's just doing that? That's what I'm like. Again, the only way I can accept it if Conquerors negates all that. Like Conquerors is the end all be all. It could do the impossible, which we all kind of think that already to a degree. So like that's the only exception I can understand that. So use Conquerors to do something impossible.
I'd be with it just for the trolling of Mihawk. It would be hilarious. And it would be dope, right, to see it. But
dude, I feel like he would get ripped so bad.
Yeah, it would be one of the most impressive things that anybody's done in the series.
Would, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
So I'm
yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
Larry?
I wouldn't like it.
No?
No.
Okay.
I think that it'd be too much.
Really?
Yeah.
You changed, bro. I go to DR for a week and you changed, bro?
No, it's not that. It's the #1 sword. I don't expect it to break as easy as it I don't think that Mihawk is just gonna get obliterated by Zoro.
Me neither, but that's the point.
But
Right.
I feel like at the end of the day, like these swords are meant to stick around, right? Like especially black blades.
Yeah.
Like even 𝘶𝑢𝑒 is not broken, you know. Like nobody has had the chance, and he's fought multiple people with that.
I don't think 𝘶𝑢𝑒 has like even a chip in it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's.
I don't know. Maybe I'm giving too much respect on a random day to Mihawk, but I feel like you kind of being disrespectful.
I'm about disrespect, bro.
No, I'm telling you.
Kendrick taught me to disrespect folk, bro. I ain't respecting nothing out here. But we got another 2 from Kirby. It says Seb and his soul food big unk vibe with that turtleneck. Thank you. I appreciate it. I've been an uncle since I was 7 years old. So, yeah.
Tactile neck.
We got another 2 from DJ. It says, who's collecting high-level bounties out here?
Who's collecting?
Blackbeard, technically.
That's abilities. It would be like in the
I mean, he got
gold.
Kobe. The Marines don't count for bounties?
That's what I'm talking about. The gold with Mihawk, Buggy, and Crocodile.
Garp, yeah.
Do you hear somebody doing both sides? He's taking Marines and pirates.
Blackbeard. Blackbeard's like,
nobody
do
said
that, yo. You think he wasn't gonna give law up to the buddy, bro?
Nah.
Listen. If you can do it, do it. Another €5 from George Brown. It says, love from the UK, guys. Been looking at the rocks from the flashback of God Valley. I see some resemblance between Yamato and Gloriosa. Hashtag topped on topped. Hashtag BBC. Is BBC Best Book Club? Like, what is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been like, what are we doing? Like, I know we all black, but come on.
Wow, I didn't even.
My fault.
I did not put that till you said that, bruh.
My fault.
Bruh.
My fault. I don't have anything for the Gloriosa
And
Yamato thing. I
Yamato?
don't.
You think Kaido was? Nah. Wait, didn't Gloriosa show that she was more interested in rocks? So I think that's what we get the understanding we got.
Women settle all the time, bro.
Bruh, I can't with you.
I mean,
I'm wrong.
Did? I'm about touching
You
that
need to
one.
watch yourself.
Yeah, seriously.
Sub is on one.
My fault. I missed y'all, bro. I ain't get to watch the pod. I had no internet, bro. I was like, damn, they live right now, man.
Yeah.
It was a struggle. Another 1-month membership to Nakama status from Hio. It says, keep it up, boys. Also, stussy was so bad, like, damn. I heard Stussy was fire in the most recent episode. I don't think any of y'all watched it, right?
Nah,
Nah.
not yet.
Or shout out to Stussy gang. Another 5 from Toxic Tastes. It says, let's go, best book club, back at full strength on a strong chapter. Can't wait to hear what y'all cooking on this one. Much love from KC. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll get to the chapter shortly. There's not too many super chats left. If anything, Larry, let me know when I gotta cut them short.
Yeah.
Another 2 from Ghosted Nugget. It says, Seb, I missed you. Give me a hug. Got you. I missed y'all too. Another 5 from Sans Ray. It says, hey, Topped. Love y'all and y'all streams. Quick question. Do you think we'll see more development from Brook in the future with his character or any devil fruit or hockey?
I think yes. I feel like low key, especially on what we saw in Whole Cake. I feel like Oda has more plans for Brook to add him a little bit more into the story. You know.
Okay.
So I think we're gonna get a little more from Brook.
Okay.
Maybe.
You mad dry today?
Yo, I don't know, bro.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We will see. I don't know.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
I'm gonna go with Lawrence, but yes, Oda has something planned for Brook, bro. I don't know what it is either, but yeah, I don't know if it'll be hockey. I don't think like hockey to me is for specific Straw Hats. A growth in hockey isn't doing anything for Brook, in my opinion. Like it'll do something, but it's not.
He cutting off Gorosei legs.
I was just saying, man. I would like to see him get some sort of like. I want to see what his awakening is. To me, if you have a devil fruit, I'm about awakenings now.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got another 13-month membership to Yonko status, our highest tier membership from the broker. It says, "Hi guys, just to make it clear that people were saying happy birthday in regards to me being right about the Mother Flame all those months ago. Much love to everyone that messaged me in the Discord. That's what's up. What were you right about? I'm trying to remember. We've heard a lot of broken theories, bro. I'm trying to remember. But shout out to the Mother Flame and Mother's Day. And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Yeah.
Another 2 Yonko and Nakama subscriptions from Cam and Waltha. Another 5 months at Chichibukai for JD Cervantes. It says, "What up, guys? Glad to see the full gang back for a fire episode. Book club rocking today. LOL. PS, is that a tan, Seb, or am I tripping?" Yes, it is a bit of a tan. I'm actually peeling. It's kind of crazy. Yeah. I spent a lot of time outside. I was.
He smells like Devil Food's cake.
You darker than Lionel myself now.
Listen, bro. It was a good time. That's all I'll say. Another 5 from Straw Hat Ronnie. Which family has more aura, the Uchihas or the monkeys? Luffy, Dragon, and Garp.
Monkeys.
I'm going to go monkeys. I do think it's a competition. It would be a bigger competition if the Uchihas wasn't slaughtered the way that they were about like one member. But
you can't do that to the D-Clan.
Oh, you could. No, you can't.
No, you can't, bro.
I mean, Itachi wasn't alone. He had help.
I say the Uchihas.
Yeah?
The only people that have been D's that have really been doing things.
Oh, monkeys specifically. He said monkeys are the Uchihas, yeah.
Well, Dragon ain't doing nothing. Garb hasn't really done anything.
Mm-hmm.
Luffy is the only one.
Luffy's done more than all the Uchihas. For real.
That's not true. Obito caused the 4th Great Ninja War by himself and orchestrated everything within the Akatsuki.
So, no.
That was one person. He's done more than Luffy has.
Garp and Dragon done a lot more. It's just more off panel.
Who has more motion, the Uchihas or the monkeys? I feel like it's still the monkeys, bro.
Nah, the Uchihas had to get wiped out.
But they got wiped out. That's my point.
Yeah, but
you gotta count that.
Who'd they get wiped out by?
One of the Uchihas.
That's the point.
Yo, but you gotta count that, bro.
I do.
Like, that's a demerit.
If it was like the Senyu that took him out, I'd be like, all right, you got some credit. But it was another Uchiha who took them out. And it was 2 Uchihas. And they happen to be the most boss Uchihas besides Madara.
But their number 1 guy, Madara, went up against, like, the number 1 guy and came up short every time down.
Yo, because
like, that counts too.
He was literally the god of shinobi. And even then, he barely won. Not to mention, Madara pulls up on the 4th Great Ninja War.
Mm-hmm.
What does he do? He looks at the whole army and be like,
count, bro.
Damn.
Yo, it's an
they should have brought more.
It's an undead version of himself, bro.
Yo, even if so, right? Even if so. The man had himself reincarnated just so he could feel his blood rushing from being able to be defeated.
It's just goofy. And
then he fought all the tailed beasts alive.
Okay.
Just because he was like, yo, I want to feel the rush of my blood.
I'm not big into giving people post.
That's aura,
What's
bro.
the word? Post-homus?
Yo.
Post-homus? What is the word, bro? After dead.
5 Hokage.
Feats, bro.
Damn, y'all jumping me?
Mm-hmm.
So, what y'all want to do? Y'all want to make this even? Because then y'all could just verse 5 of me. You want 5 Susanos?
It sounds like Madara hard carrying, bro. But whatever.
It don't.
Itachi
literally set the Akatsuki to his own ways until like he couldn't any longer. Like he put Orochimaru down with a stare. He ain't even do nothing to Orochimaru, and this is one of the hardest going dudes in the show. Even Pain recognized that Itachi couldn't be messed with. He has a stronger like Aijutsu than him. Itachi came back from being deceased, right?
Mm-hmm.
Linked up with B and Naruto and fought Nagato and figured out how to defeat him in a matter of like 20 seconds. Yo, Sasuke in the room with all 4 Kage, even Hashirama. Orochimaru there, everybody else there. He goes, yo, I don't know if I want to take out the village or not. And then what Tobirama do? Immediately goes, then I gotta take you out, bro. That's aura. That's aura for their clan, but not only, he doesn't even know what Sasuke could do. He was like, yo, but I gotta take you out now.
I respect it.
Wait, you said the second said that, right?
Yeah. They ain't saying that about Luffy when they first saw him. But they were like, yo, he got conquered.
But
Let's
isn't
take
the
him
second
out.
like
How long did they let Luffy run wild on the
Yo,
scene?
was it
before they
second,
actually
like,
Hold
tried
on,
to
but
use
is
it?
that not aura too though? The fear of the potential that this dude gonna be like that because of what his dad is?
No.
Because of what his grandpa
No.
is? That's aura too.
No.
Is it not?
They
went, yo, we know we fighting Yonko, but we need to prioritize this 17-year-old because he gonna be like that.
Yo,
Like, that's aura too.
and
Now he's living up to that. Surpassing that.
Akainu even said he regrets not being able to take out
bro.
Luffy then.
Yo, that's cool, but again, like you said, the monkey's got all this aura, right? Wouldn't you just try to clip him anyway? Like even before he started showing conquerors and all that stuff, why would they hide him beating beating Crocodile? If anything, they gave him a bounty raise. Oh, listen, Luffy,
bro.
a monkey, has the Nika fruit. Let's give him a wanted poster with the Nika on the front page.
But that was an accident.
Yeah,
they was trying. Oh, that's them
that wasn't
trying
them.
to not
That wasn't
do
them.
that.
Oh, so all of a sudden the Gorosei can't change the way wanted posters
It's
are
been
made?
out. It was out already.
This dude did it. Morgan's.
Yeah.
Yo,
Morgan's
Luffy
did it.
declared war on the world government by burning the flag.
Yo,
at
you're just
its
adding
lobby.
to the motion.
Yeah,
bro.
that's it. That's
No,
adding
I'm
to it.
adding to it. But what did they do after that? Did they send admirals after him? Did they make him the most aura-filled
Hold on,
dude?
you can't.
of all
Hold on.
time?
You can't use world government ineptitude to prove your point. They gonna do dumb, bro.
The whole world
And
was
also,
after the
they sent
Uchihas after
a
him.
buster call at Luffy and them. And Luffy and them got
Bro,
past
they
it.
literally said, "Oh, you about to fight another warlord? Let's send another warlord to handle it." They just didn't do the job. Like Kuma was enough. Kuma would have been enough.
You know that every village that was a prominent village in Naruto knew that the Uchihas and the village the Fire Nation themselves were literally going to go into civil war. It's the reason why Itachi had to choose between both. So if they didn't take out the Uchihas and the Uchihas revolted anyway and the Uchihas won, a country, especially the Lightning Village, would have taken over the Fire Village. Mm-hmm. That's why Konoha. That's why they were like, yo, Itachi was like, yo, I have to do this now.
Listen, the Uchiha got held down and barricaded into a section of the country for years, bruh.
But because of
you
peace.
can't be like it's the clan as a whole, bro. You're highlighting 3 people.
So why did they
We
do that?
only got
Hold on,
3
hold on.
people.
Why did they do that though?
Out of fear. It was out of fear.
Yeah, out of fear.
Out of fear. But
Yeah.
it still worked. And they still manipulated them into ended up offing themselves.
Are they telling Garp he can't be a Marine no more because he don't want to be an admiral?
No,
because
the Marines went, yo, this dude got aura, we utilizing it.
Because his
For
son,
us.
Hold on. Garp never got penalized for what Dragon was doing.
Because they
Right?
couldn't.
Yeah, they would not.
What was they going to do?
They have Sengoku who could probably fight
his best
right now.
friend. Yo, fight your mans.
Why not? The Gorosei happened to go so hard. Why wouldn't they just take out Garp?
Yo, it's
Why
yo,
couldn't-
yo,
why
you
couldn't
can't
they-
just take out guard. That's my point.
There's no way that the Gorosei,
Bro.
whatever else, they have
One,
the whole Marines
They
on
don't
their
care
side.
that much to be like, all right, we're all just gonna go jump guard.
But that's my point. That they don't care that much because they don't have that much aura.
Nah.
no, but now
That's
hold
not
on.
it.
But you're looking
we
at it
talking
from
about?
the world government top perspective versus the world at large perspective.
No, and also you can also look at it further. The Garp was too valuable for them to even try to do it.
What do we gain from taking
And I wanna
Garp
ask a
out?
question. When Madara looked at the, even though Madara was like undead, when he looked at that large army, how many people was in that army that he said, yeah, I should have brought more?
Probably about the amount Luffy could knock out in a
That's what I was
in a
gonna
glance.
say. Luffy just glances at them and
But
he's not
you-
able to
but
knock
you-
out 50,000.
But you do know that Madara also had more in his bag. He chose to just fight because he thought it was dancing. He wanted to test his abilities. He wanted to be in that mode.
Yeah.
You're talking as if Luffy, like Madara couldn't just do the same thing with his Sharingan.
Yo, man, Uchiha's wasn't even the #1 clan in the village, bro. Hyuga's had that.
That's not true either. The Hyugas were recognized as a clan because they had the largest clan out of all of them. And even so, what happened to them? They barely got screen time.
They survived.
They barely got screen time.
Hey, man.
It was actually every clan who allied against the Uchiha if the revolt happened because they were that strong.
It was alright. Shout out to, what's his name? Shishui? I think it's Shishui, right?
Yeah. And even him, he was considered the best.
He was alright. I'm surprised you ain't cape for your boy Sasuke, man. He didn't even mention him.
He did.
He barely mentioned Sasuke at all, bro.
To me, I was like, the second, also, he had a high grudge or racism towards the Uchiha, so that was like pure biased. Any excuse he had to take out Uchiha, I feel like he's just like, just do it. Because didn't he like hate
the chat is split. It's about 50-50, bro. I see both sides. I'm just gonna cape for my guys.
Listen, man. I think you should finish Naruto first.
That's fair.
No.
That's fair. I gotta finish One Piece first, too, technically.
Yeah.
One of these monkey D's haven't done anything.
And you know what's so crazy about Garp? He really only lasted on the Marines that long because they gave him a fake title.
Oh my god.
If we really want to be honest.
That's not true.
I'm sure one of them Uchiha's got a fake title, bro.
No. They all had legit titles.
I don't know.
The only title that you could probably say was fake was Itachi's dad. Because apparently he might have not gone that hard, but they also gave him the Mangekyu.
That's not a title. He earned that.
He earned it.
How? I don't know, but
well, something depressing happened. But overall, it was like, they're so feared that they were able to control tailed bees. There's no other clan that was able to do such things. And look what the Nine Tails did to the village. Obito did that on a whim.
Village good.
Right.
Alright, anyway. Like the stream, y'all. There's like 500 of y'all in here and only 143 likes.
The only thing I will say about the Uchihas that was bad, they take hella L's. That's it.
And wait, wasn't
they take crazy?
What was
L's.
The other clan that rivaled? It was the Senju clan.
It was the Senju.
That was anyway stronger than them.
Yeah. So, all right.
Yeah. Good combo. Right. We got another 5 from Death by Snoo. It says, first super chat, my boys. Do you think Buggy went so hard at Luffy because he recognized that hat from Roger and Shanks? Thanks for making my day. Oh, man, that's so long ago. I'm trying to remember how that interaction went in general.
Yeah, he remembered it from that Shanks had it, not Roger. He didn't make a... We didn't find out that Roger had it until way later.
I don't think Buggy ever knew that Roger had that.
Yeah, because I don't think he would have did that if he knew it was Roger's hat.
Yeah.
But then they also implied that Shanks and Buggy been in the pirate crew together. So I don't know.
Listen, bro.
I think Shanks.
How do you not know that Roger gave him that hat?
He knew that was Roger's hat.
Hold on. Roger was already not wearing the hat at God Valley.
Yo, because he gave it to Shanks.
Shanks wasn't.
No, Shanks was a baby, like 1 year old.
Yeah.
We don't even know if he.
No, but what I'm saying is I'm saying Roger was actively not wearing the hat when he stormed God Valley. So he may have not been wearing the hat for years. He might just had it in the closet or whatever on the ship. But he wasn't using it. He
definitely knows that Roger gave Shanks
I don't know that Buggy knows that, is my point. I don't know that Buggy knows that.
All right. I mean, okay.
Because I feel like Shanks was there first, then Buggy came.
I believe that too, but...
I believe they might have been at the same time. What I'm saying is Shanks having a hat one day is not like Buggy makes that correlation that Roger gave it to him.
Yo, let's get 2 more and then let's start the chapter.
All right. Oh, another 5 from Kirby. It says Prime Rayleigh versus Akainu post time skip 1v1. Who putting a parlay in? In my opinion, Rayleigh has better hockey, but Akainu has better destruction capabilities and stamina. Hashtag freaky ass ninjas. Hashtag DBBL. What's wrong with y'all, bro?
You already know my answer, so.
Rayleigh versus Akainu. I'm a K for my boy Akainu, man. I don't care.
I got Rayleigh.
I got Rayleigh too. Rayleigh President is prime, bro. Rayleigh, hands down.
You said Rayleigh Prime?
Yeah.
Oh, Rayleigh.
Yeah.
I'm thinking old age. I'm like,
I feel y'all. I respect that. And another 5 Canadian from my guy Skylance. It says Yotanwa the GOAT. Oh man, I gotta catch up in Kingdom, bro. I gotta catch up in Kingdom.
You can read the next 2.
Alright, yeah, we got 2 more. It says $2 from Scooter Looter. It says I missed you, BBL Seb. Hashtag Mihawk over Shanks. I need a BBL, bro. Another 280 Canadian from Garbage D Fish. Seb looking like Steve Jobs with the fit. Hashtag shave the head.
All All right, guys, we'll get back to super chats. All right, just give us a second. We're gonna get into the chapter. All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. The cover story of the latest chapter, titled "The Wings of Icarus," has released. We continue with Yamato's pilgrimage. The caption reads, "Go enshrine this sword at Hakumai Senma Shrine in Yasui's stead. That is your surrogate pilgrimage." We see the person who told that to Yamato is Kinemon. Do you guys have any thought pertaining to this? And we'll start with Law.
Yeah, when I first thought this, I'm thinking, why are you going such a roundabout way of going? When you could just like cross, like they're making that left. Just make the right, and it's like right there, you know. But then I thought of, is this part of where Yamato wants to, go throughout all of Wano? So it's like, you know what, you're gonna get a task while you're gonna do this anyway, to go do it. So that's about it, really, what I saw. I have much on this because, yeah.
All right, Sab?
I have literally nothing, bro. I don't know about y'all. I don't care nothing about Yamato, bro. I really don't. And I know, like, I thought I would like her more after she didn't join.
Yeah.
I care even less now. So, hopefully, something exciting happens in this cover story to make me, like, excited to see her. I would have rather we just got another, like, panel of something. Like some reader request or something. Not even play. I was like, whatever, bro. Like,
Yeah, it's got to lead to something, because
the thing is, like, this could have been explained in the last one to me. Like, this, like, it's not different.
Why'd you separate it? Yeah.
It's not different. Like, I was like, okay, bro. Like, you could have easily just had this said, like, oh, I need you to do something for me. And, like, yo, you could have just said that in the first one. So, we'll see. Hopefully something exciting happens here, but I bypassed this with the quickness. Shout out to Yasui, though. That's my guy. R.I.P.
All right, Lionel?
My only thought is, why Kinemon won't do it yourself? Like, bro.
He got a girl at home he hasn't seen in 20 years, bro. What you talking about?
Bro.
He backed up.
He,
bro.
Yeah, bro. What you
Backed up.
talking about,
You know it's
bro?
been 20 years.
That's what I want to see.
You know it's been 20
That's
years
the
for
cover
her,
story
though.
I want. I am the.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah, what is wrong with you? And it's been 20 years for her, not
It's the
him.
wrong genre, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
seriously,
saying,
bro.
But you heard, it's been 20 years for her, not him. It's
Put
like,
Suru
yeah.
on panel, bro.
He got some fire
What's
in
her
the
name?
split.
Is that her name? What's her name?
Yeah,
Yeah.
type shit.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Just ignore them, honestly. But yeah. But also, I thought like it was cool. Like we all had an idea that Yamato's gonna do this. My only thing is, her traveling around the whole island or the country like Oden did. My thing is she gonna try to do what Oden did as well as in get followers?
Like twerk?
All right, bro.
All right.
Yeah, bro.
You done?
I'm done.
Do you need to like release more of it? Like
Hands on your knees. You need to do that.
If they want me to be excited,
Lionel, you need to stop. Now you need to stop.
This is gonna. I don't. Go on.
Can I continue, or are you gonna keep on interrupting me? Which is
Yeah.
I'm done.
Okay, but yeah, as I was saying, pretty much. Do you think she's gonna try to get followers, or she wants followers? Like, because again, she's supposed to be Oden. She's gonna get a group of people. Because mostly, I was thinking of going to what you think of, Larry, with the whole what's gonna happen with it, whatever. Is she gonna actually get a group of people to help her? Granted, it probably won't even matter. They're not gonna be as nearly as strong to help her fight.
Yeah.
But I wonder if she's gonna get significant people on her side to rise up the following Oden, but also rallying up pretty much the Wano samurai to do something.
That would be cool. I didn't think about that.
Do you think she has that capability to draw people?
That's I don't know. I don't know if she has charisma like that. Like,
Well, this is her pilgrimage, right?
Yeah.
Like she's gonna get some character development.
that's all I can think of. Like,
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
She becomes the guardian and wounds up the samurai one on her side.
I just hope she finds herself, bro.
I think it's important, if anything, because it adds credit as to why she couldn't leave. Pluton is here. This is a very big task for her. If Oda's saying, yo, she's the protector of Wano, but also she's the protector of an ancient weapon, I think her gathering up the samurai when Oden couldn't, that was one of the reasons why Kaido even said he won. He was like, yo, it's 11 of you versus 1,000 of us. and I couldn't fight you at a certain point if you ended up rallying the Yakuza and the rest of the samurai. He was like, yo, we would have probably lost. So it's showing Luffy was capable of accomplishing everything that Oden couldn't, right? His way, Oden's way was, I'm going to do everything myself. Luffy's way is, I need help, right? That was the difference as to why Luffy won. Mm-hmm. But if Yamato follows that same ideal and she accomplishes something that Oda wasn't able to do in a different way that Luffy was able to do, I feel like that adds more, it's more poetic for Yamato. It gives her a reason as to, oh, this is really the reason why she couldn't come back. Mm-hmm. And I would like that, to be honest.
Yeah. And I think it'll also help her, like, her identity crisis with Oden. Like, I feel like she would also, I mean, I don't know, but you know how she views Oden as this, but I just accomplished something that Oden didn't do himself. Like, I did this. So I'm not saying that she's gonna, like, bring Oden down, but she's like, she might start figuring, like, I actually have something that I could bring to the table. I don't have to be Oden to do this. Even though I'm doing something similar, but I'm doing something that Oden couldn't do or didn't do. Like, maybe she, again, find herself in her own journey now. Hopefully.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy, too? It's like, all right, Momonosuke becomes the daimyo, or whatever he is, right? The shogun. I don't think he could bring the country together like that. Like, I don't think he has that charisma. I mean, of course, he's getting the word, like, he's getting the ear and attention of the people because he's a Kozuki, because this has been prophesized for 20 plus years. But that's all he's kind of riding on. He doesn't have anything else that defines him as the shogun. Yamato staying there, being able to do this for him, and then rallying them and saying, yo, I'm the protector of the shogun. That goes, okay, we respect Momonosuke a lot more now, too, because there's somebody like you next to his side.
Yeah. No, I can see that. Like, what you guys are saying there made me think of, for example, going into, like, you talk about the Oden thing, right? It's her reflecting, what I could see, it's her reflecting on what Oden focused on. Oden loved, obviously, the Wano country, but he didn't live for it. You know, he kind of did his own thing. In a way, you can even call it selfishly, but he wasn't here, and then also he put everything on himself. So the best interest of Wano, he didn't necessarily have in mind. You know, even opening it up, that's right, the difference where you see what Momo, right? He was like, what's the best for Wano? But then I also see Momo, like Larry said, kind of going the country more like his grandfather, right? Where you see how Luffy became like their leader, not their shogun, you know? So they viewed them as Luffy as someone they could rely on, someone they could like attach to. Where Momo is like, you're just a shogun, like the father, Oden's father, his grandfather, you know? Like he's just the Kozuki clan head. Where Yamato could be that figure where, like you guys are bringing out, she becomes their leader in a way and their guardian. Not the shogun, but the leader in a way to rile them together. Like, this is someone that we can attach to defend Wano in his best interest.
Yeah. Anything else?
I actually thought of when Lauren said that, I'm going to try to keep it short, but, and I get exactly, this might be actually well written on Oda's part because for Yamato, she's on understanding both sides. Like Lauren said, Oda didn't really live for Wano, but he wanted certain things for Wano. Where Yamato shows, like, the fact that she didn't willing to go with the Straw Hats showed that she showed an unselfish attitude, something that she always wanted to do. Same with Oden. Oden always wanted to leave Wano. She wanted to be like Oden, wanted to leave Wano, but she tries to stay. And now she might change her aspect as in she's living for Wano. Now she has, like, she knows Oden's journey, Oden's journal, and she read that. She understands Oden, like, you know, what he did. But now she has something more to the table, as in, now she's living for it. She may actually be like a triangle between Oden, Yamato, Luffy, and Momonosuke. Because Momonosuke. What? Did I say it again?
That was the
Just
funniest.
say Momo, bro.
Momo?
Just say Momo, bro. You and Lawrence killed me, bro.
But yeah, that's what she's like, in a way, the bridge. Like you're gonna see pretty much some things that Yamato's doing. That's gonna be a mixture of what with Momo and pretty much with Oden as well.
Yeah.
Like I think she's gonna combine both worlds. Eventually, we know that Wano's bridge is gonna open, but Momo doesn't want it open yet. Mm-hmm. Well, this might encourage, especially what Yamato's doing, might encourage it to be open in a different way. That satisfies both of them.
Yeah. I think the only other thing I wanted to mention was the title. So, the title is, The Wings of Icarus, is basically Oda saying the chapter will follow like the idiom of Icarus's like unfortunate story within Greek mythology. For those that don't know about this story, here's a synopsis. Daedalus was a talented Athenian craftsman. Him and his son Icarus was imprisoned for helping King Minos' daughter. Daedalus then fashioned 2 pairs of wings for himself and Icarus. The wings were made out of beeswax. Before trying to escape, Daedalus warned Icarus to follow his flight path and not to fly too close to the sun or the sea. If so, his wings would melt or become too wet, and he'd fall out the sky. Icarus disobeyed his father and soared too high into the sky. The heat from the sun melted his wings, and he fell into the ocean and drowned. This is where that "don't fly too close to the sun" came from. The other thing I wanted to point out is that Yamato is starting in Kibi, and then she's going to Kuri, Udon, and then she'll stop at Hakumai, go through Ringo, and then come back to the flower capital. So she's visiting everything, right? This is going to be a long cover story. I think it's going to be super long.
Yeah.
We could technically get 1 per region, but I doubt that.
I doubt that.
Yeah,
I doubt that. I'm pretty sure this is Yasui's sword, since the pattern on it matches the cloak when he was the daimyo of Hakumai back in the day. Also, Kinemon is telling Yamato to bring back his sword to the region he ruled in. So that was a nice little touch. I tried to see if this sword was graded at all, and I was going to ask Lino if he knew, but it doesn't look like it. I got researched and I couldn't find it.
I don't think they say anything about it being graded.
They didn't tell us yet.
Yeah.
Wano's so excluded from the rest of the world. I don't know that they would know, per se.
Yeah.
They would know. Because they said Odin's and 2 blades and the Curse Blade are graded.
But all those swords left Wano
Yeah, that's
at
true.
some point.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
But no, not the Curse one, to my knowledge. Maybe.
The one with Hiyori you're talking about.
No, the one that Luffy had.
The one that
he
that
stole
Zoro
from-
wanted.
Yeah.
I mean, most likely it did because people know of the sword. People know there's 3
I
versions of it.
don't know.
Nah, it's probably left. You're probably right on that one.
All right, let's hit some super chats. We'll do like 6.
Okay. We got another 5 from Firearms. It says, if y'all could grab a weapon, no raid suit, from One Piece, which weapon would you pick? Hashtag Seb back with the frames. Hashtag BBC. Hashtag topped on top. Thank you.
Hearing BBC and topped on top just sounds crazy to me. If y'all could go grab a weapon from OP, which weapon would you pick?
Does it have to be one?
Yes, Lionel. I've always liked Kaido's mace. Like, I always liked that.
Yo, real talk.
That mace is crazy, bro.
Give me Orange Jr.'s club, bro.
Orange Junior Club.
He has a club, right? Or is it no? He uses a sword.
It's like
yeah, I want his sword.
Bro, what are you doing?
Don't disrespect me.
I can't even
disrespect
say
me,
that
bro.
because I asked for Kaido's mace and like he's like 27 feet
listen,
tall.
bro.
Like,
Honestly, how they're able to take any hits from that because it's like spiked is crazy without it just ripping open your flesh. But it's One Piece. I would take one of the the highest grades, the 12 grades, unblackened, and the curse one. I want that one.
You don't want
master.
it. You don't want it blacked.
I'm a blacken it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a black.
I'm gonna go with Whitebeard's Naginata in honor of Shin.
See, I was gonna say I want to have Whitebeard's Nagi spear and Roger's sword and be like Nika.
Sword and the spear.
Yeah. 212 sword and spear.
Cool. All right, we got another 1-month membership to Nakaba Status from Sean Allen. It says, which devil fruit do you think you'd use better than its owner?
Everything nonstop.
Better than its owner.
Better than its owner is hard because I feel like they've used their for the most part the devil fruits have been used in very unique ways that I probably wouldn't have immediately thought of when I would need time.
Pearl Sparrow.
Okay.
That candy can was not getting used the way it was supposed to.
Was it not though? Dude, he was like they were walking on the ocean.
No, but he was using his devil fruit. He wasn't using the cane though. I've seen Sabo and Ace use.
Yeah, but
their
the question is the
pole
devil
better than
fruit.
He used his.
The question is the devil fruit, not the weapon.
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah.
a weapon.
Yeah. No, this is the second question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
That's all I was like. Pearl Sparrow, he like regrew a limb. Like he was doing a lot with candy, bro. He built entire staircases and stuff. Like
You talking about that big giant lollipop he had?
Yeah, I don't know what you was about to do.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yo, real talk. Aces fruit.
I'm thinking the
That's a
mirror
good one.
mirror and the gum.
Yeah, there was
The
a
gum
lot.
gum.
I mean, yeah, both. They're not using it. I would, yeah.
Nah, I feel like Luffy
Luffy
used it better
uses
than I could.
bro.
I'll be
You
honest.
coming up with gears, bro?
Lawrence,
No,
come
with
on.
no
Come
no
on.
data,
Lawrence,
no
come
no
on.
I'm
reference
doing
points.
better than Gears.
No reference points.
Better
You're
than
coming
Gears.
up with gears, bro. For
Better
real?
than Gears.
Okay.
I mean, there's a strong argument that Lawrence could do something
man.
other than Gears, right?
Listen.
Like Gears was something that Luffy had to create because he couldn't compensate for some things, right?
Put it this
like
way.
if Lawrence could do something different, then I'd be like, yeah. Well, the thing is, right? That devil fruit, you're capable of anything. So I can't say that Lawrence is wrong.
But that's Lawrence cheating again. You get what I'm saying? Like when you eat the fruit, it's just the gum fruit. It's not the Nika fruit where you can do anything yet. It's just this.
I didn't say anything about Nika.
But,
Okay.
but I'm just saying.
Yo, Lawrence, I'm sorry. Man. I try to defend
Yeah.
you. Bro.
And yo, straight up, I don't know
trying to
about y'all. When me and Larry first caught up with One Piece, when Luffy started using gears, our first thought was, yo, where does he go from here? Because we couldn't think of anything else that he could do.
Yeah,
We didn't know what hockey
Bro,
was for real.
That's why I thought Usopp could probably be at 1-7. I was like, yeah, I don't know what else he could do, bro.
No, I remember you
I
guys
was
saying
bugging
that.
them.
Me
I
and
was
Lionel both believe. No, there's definitely more that he could do, but you guys believe that. I said Luffy's because I think I do more, and then also the mirror because blue flames. Like
No, you know what it is though? I can't put that on Ace because he did turn his flames green with
Yeah.
the fireflies.
yeah, no, yeah.
Maybe if he had more time, but I will say this: the dude wasn't flying at all, and also he wasn't encasing people in
Yeah.
flames. Like you can encase somebody in flames like in a fireball. You know,
Yeah.
he ain't do that.
The only thing he did close to that was when he made that firewall to make sure his
Yeah,
crew
that was
didn't
cool.
come
That
when
was
he was
cool.
fighting Whitebeard.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that Ace wasn't using it good because he still used it on a boat
Yeah.
to propel himself.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, bro, you could probably fly.
Yeah, he will definitely fly.
Yeah, like you could use it. He'd be like Iron Man or something like that, right?
Yeah.
I'm under the version like almost all Logias except for like Akainu and Aokiji. You could probably fly. Like especially like because the weight of it. Because like for example, Smoker looks like he could almost fly because you're kind of weightless.
Why do we have to mention him, bro? He's not worth it. Like,
Yo, that's about to be my answer though, Smoker. He not doing much. And y'all always ask what I would do.
yeah, what are you gonna smoke more?
Are you smoking? Yeah. Like what are you
Y'all high or not?
Setting off my fire alarm. bro.
You should have said Caesars.
I'm not
that's
a
your boy.
scientist.
Yo, real
You gotta
talk?
think of yourself. I'm not a scientist,
No,
bro.
I'll
I
give-
thought about Vegapunk. I'm not gonna do what you
I'll give it to Seb. He could probably like cut off your oxygen.
Listen,
Fill your lungs with smoke.
I'll give you
Yeah,
cancer,
why
bro.
not?
You should
It's gonna take a while.
Cancer?
Dude,
No.
I'm just especially
Give me cancer.
Especially, you know that wouldn't be a thing in One Piece.
The
Like,
thing is,
they just don't want to.
Yeah, because they can still survive it. One
Yeah.
and two, it'll happen like years later.
Dude, because you do realize, when Zoro fought,
Am I
Kaido
wild
and Big
if I
Mom.
say the op fruit?
No, because somebody said that last time. They called in and said that Law was underutilizing his devil fruit.
Yeah, we all said he was tripping. Yes, he was.
Until he started proving points, then I was like, oh.
He was just willing to take risks that Law wasn't willing to take. He was talking about putting all his crew's hearts and lungs in boxes and storing them somewhere else.
So they don't die.
It's like, yo, bro, like anything happens to
My
that
crew's
undisclosed
immortal, like-
location, like
My
you know,
crew's immortal.
That's crazy.
I don't know, bro. I can't think of anybody for real. They be doing unique stuff. I'm creative.
Yeah.
I need time, which I would have. Theoretically,
I know this would probably be a little off. I don't know if I'm right about it. I think Greco Moria was underutilizing his devil fruit.
Oh yeah.
Yo, I agree to an extent. Yo, the brick bat thing is crazy. Like that
is
was
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
That is
And he
crazy.
just stopped. He stopped doing that, and I was like, why? This is so effective. Keep doing that. And he just stopped doing it.
I think he also didn't master it truly because Luffy ended up gaining all those souls, and then he turned into like the
Shadows.
Incredible
It-
Hulk
it-
slash
it is
Gear
Moria,
4.
'cause-
And like Moria didn't do the same thing. He just
Yeah,
he's turning into
it
Big
is
Mom.
Moria because like why did he could have just like you said took a measured number of shadows
Yeah.
and become this Hawks person
Uh-huh.
and been like, all right, now you're fighting me. He was just like,
And the thing is too, Luffy
good.
gained the abilities of all the souls that he was with, right? Like he became a sword master.
Yeah.
Like, if
I
he,
think
Yo,
Moria might be the choice, bro.
yo, still Mihawk Shadow, bro.
All right, well, there's got to be parameters there, right?
Listen, bro, y'all can't tell me that Mihawk always be on his game, bro.
I don't think.
All right,
Yo,
he was fighting Vista. I would have took that real quick, bro.
Listen, bro.
He dealing with Vista. He can't get away from Vista at this
If
point.
Whitebeard
Still
is
yo,
cooking off on
right?
people while
No,
he's
yeah.
asleep,
Yo.
I'm gonna assume you can't get Mihawk Shadow while
I'm
you're fighting.
gonna keep it a buck. Still Whitebeard Shadow too.
All right.
Yo, he wasn't taking advantage the way he should have. Because
Well,
then later on, he just gets dominated by
You do,
Dofi.
but if you take their shadows, you know that they're coming for you now. Moria is not
Well,
strong.
one, they're
Listen,
falling
man.
asleep
Listen, man.
for 3 days. No, because Luffy and them
Listen,
go
man.
down to-
Come after me, bro. I got Mihawk. I got Whitebeard Shadow. I'm about to steal Akainu's. Yo, Akainu was slept for like 2 hours, bro.
Wow, bro.
I would have stole his too. Yo, I'm telling you, bro. I would have been a devourer. Pause.
Pause, bro.
All right, keep going. Let's get 2 more in and then we'll go.
All right, we got another 7 Canadian from Scrappy. It says day 1 of asking to be bit by Stussy like Lucci for real. Hey man, I feel you. We got another 5 BGN, whatever that is, from Hassan Hassan. It says Larry, Seb, Law, Lionel, Fexer, Rob, Broker, Preston, and Marv go in a room. Who is leaving crying first? Hashtag Poppy Law, hashtag Seb looking smart. It's definitely Fexer. Because we're just going to troll him about Mihawk.
It would literally be.
Love you, Fex.
It'd probably be Preston.
Oh, yeah, yo,
Yeah.
it's right.
Yeah, Preston gets pressed,
The
bro.
thing is, he fights tooth and nail about what he believes in, and it'd be wrong as hell.
It'd be wrong as
Because
hell.
at least Fexer has, like, some narrative behind him. Preston just be like,
There's
yo,
only
I
one thing
believe
that
this.
Fexer can't get over.
Yeah.
And it's the Mihawk thing. Preston is like multiple things.
Preston
bro.
fought us about the live action.
Yeah.
He fought us about Kid. Like, he'll fight you.
And we don't know anything about Marv, but we know Marv is not like gonna start crying.
Marvel, like, yo, y'all are wildin'.
Yeah.
Before he cares enough about a thing to start crying about it. At least the Marv I know.
He gonna instinctually just start doing cameras and there's no buttons.
I should be
There's
recording
no
this.
buttons at
You should
all.
probably record.
Yeah.
We get another 5 from Anthony Amos, but there's no text super chat attached. So thank you. Next time, let us know your thoughts, Anthony.
Yeah. Guys, we're gonna get back to the chapter just because we've been doing super chats a lot. We'll get back to the super chats. All right. So guys, just beforehand, there's a lot that happened in this chapter. Like, so I have to talk a little bit longer than usual, especially the last question. All right. So the chapter opens up with the Navy HQ in the New World. Everyone's shocked by the news of the Vegapunk's message. That message is the world is sinking. Akainu doesn't say anything. In Mocktown, people are laughing. They don't understand how the world will sink. At Water 7, we see Paulie, and he understands how an island can sink, but the entire world? ? Vegapunk's not talking about high or low tides. At Impel Down, Doflamingo is laughing. Doflamingo mocks Magellan for if Impel Down floods, he better take care of his prisoners. Magellan says 1 meter of water flooded some cells. Doflamingo responds with, most cities with 5 meters will sink. He continues on by telling Magellan they should have moved to higher ground. At Fishman Island, Shirahoshi questions Neptune on what's going to happen, and Neptune thinks the news is absurd. Back at Egghead, Marines state because of who Vegapunk is, even if this was a lie, he can wreak havoc on the world with information like this. The Gorosei, in unison, tell each other that any voice they hear, destroy it before Vegapunk keeps going. What did you guys think about the beginning of this chapter? And we stopped where the Gorosei are. And we'll start with Lionel.
I don't really have that much on this. I thought some things were pretty cool. I know Akainu didn't say anything, so I don't think he knows. But maybe he starts to thinking, does he think the world government knows, and they hid this from him, and how does he feel about it? Like, because the fact he didn't say anything, but we don't know what Akainu knows. But it's just like, so and then it goes into the Marines again. So you know this stuff, yet you're hiding it from us, from me. You know, and that might have like repercussions on its own end when things get settled or when Gorosei go back. So
I thought the same thing.
So I don't know, but
I didn't think that, but
I thought it's something completely different, but I'll get to that in my point.
I thought I do like the interaction of different people because different people have different mindsets and different views on certain things. Like even though it was Vegapunk, I thought it's funny again. It's Mocktown again. Like to me, it's like, are they laughing at because Vegapunk is passing and he's telling us, or they don't believe what he's saying?
They don't believe because that's the theme of that island.
Yeah, right.
Right, Mocktown. They made fun of Luffy because they didn't like he believed this thing, and
yeah.
That's the point of Mocktown. They're like stuck in that mindset.
It's called Mock.
Yeah, which is pretty funny.
Yeah.
I just thought also funny how high that guy jumped. Like by screen, like easily at the screen, like how high he was at. I was like, yo, how you laughing that hard?
It looks like Luffy.
Imagine, but like it's like again we seen Paulie and he could relate to anybody else because he's on an island where it's constantly doing this. But like again, think of like he said, I understand an island, the whole world. So like, but he has that question mark. Like, has he heard something, or he like does he know what's going to take for it to happen? Are they going to try to do the same thing to the whole world? Like how they did this island with a 7? Are they going to try to build a whole new world on top of the world that's going to be flooded? And honestly, they could do that. Like get all the shipwrights. They could possibly do something.
No, they can't.
Enough, Frank. What you talking about? Frankie and Paulie and
the whole world.
Iceberg.
Yeah. No, I think they would probably be able to do like,
one small country.
No, they'd probably be able to create like water rafts, attach it to the island, and then help it stay afloat.
R.I.P. to the Sea Train, bro.
You remember that cover story that we had? Yeah, the Sea Train should still be there because the Sea Train floats on the sea.
Yeah.
Not if you raise it 5 meters.
No, it would because it would raise with the water.
Yeah.
It doesn't have anything under it, Seb.
Yeah. Like the tidal waves be hitting it and it's still staying untouched.
Something ain't mapping.
Oh, it's definitely not mapping, bro.
A sea train in itself is impossible.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's physically impossible.
Yeah.
You know what? It survives Aqua Laguna, bro. Apparently it survives this once every couple months, so
Yeah.
let me stop.
I'm pretty sure it's not broke from anything unless like there's significant damage that breaks it in half. But that would take like Sea King running into it, right? So, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Sebastian cut me off.
My fault.
Yeah, my bad. All right, my bad, Lionel.
Okay. Let's move on. Pretty much, I actually found it interesting that he actually honored Doflamingo's request about giving him regular information on what's going on. Like, why?
Conqueror, bro.
Yo,
They don't have a lot of conquerors in Impel Down, bro.
Dude, it's because he's a CD, bro. Celestial Dragon.
It's both.
I'm like, if you have Magellan just chilling there talking to him, like
That's the
what-
most interested they be, bro.
Yeah,
Sura was there talking to him,
Dude,
too.
everyone else left.
How many level 6 prisoners there right now? He's the only one that's just like,
And he's a CD.
Yo, you think he's the only level 6
yo, that'd be crazy.
Yo.
I don't think.
No.
Nah, he might be.
No. There's level 6 prisoners that were defeated from the cells that Blackbear was recruiting in.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then also,
Yeah, but they not.
We just don't know
they
if they're
probably got
alive.
downgraded to level 5 after that.
Nah. They still level
Yeah,
6.
man, y'all gotta go back.
We
bro.
just don't know if they're alive.
Yeah.
That's the question.
Yeah, but then and also they never said every single level 6 prisoner left, right? They said some, like a good portion, but not everyone.
But yeah, they said because he left the gates open, so the ones who were free to go just kind of like.
I'll tell you
out.
this: when Magellan came back, they got back in their cells.
Some of them just appreciate 3 hots and a cop,
They
bro.
was like, "Yo, my bad, yo. I was thinking about it."
No, didn't it say they jumped Magellan afterwards?
No, yeah,
The
he had the
Blackbeard
scar.
pirates jumped him.
No, they never said he was jumped. They said it's insinuated. They said the Blackbeard pirates took care of Magellan.
Yeah, and he got the scar to prove it on his
Yeah,
face. Like,
I know.
beat that
It's
boy
like
down.
one of those things where people be like, "Yo, Blackbeard takes double the damage, but he doesn't. He just takes double the pain."
Yeah.
It's like one of those mistranslations.
They jumped
Believe
the
me,
hell
bro.
out of that boy, bro.
When I need to back up some Blackbeard claims, I made sure that was something I need to know.
and I'm gonna just say this last one. Is it me that for some reason when Doflamingo said too much place higher, it made me think they're actually gonna do this? I don't know why, but I really thought this actually might happen.
Yeah.
Not saying he's gonna be set free, but yo, something might happen with Emperor Down and them going up to the. Doflamingo might come back, bro. I don't know. I'm
Ain't no
done.
might, my G.
Well, yeah. This is how he actually might escape, which is kind of how, Because I'm thinking of, if this water happens, why would Magellan, again, he's supposed to protect the prisoners, but also he's a criminal. Why would he go out his way to save Doflamingo, knowing he might just attack him? Yeah, to me, I'm like, why would you just let him pass?
There's a piece of me that believes he wants to be there, bro. Yo, I'm serious, bro. Like, there's a piece that goes,
there's less pressure. He was a stressed guy, bro.
Yeah, he was.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, I'm done.
All right, Seb.
All right, I'll get to the Doflamingo stuff in a bit, but it's always good to see my guy 𝗠𝐻𝐽 on panel, man. Even if he's sitting behind a desk, getting angry. Now, I actually agree with what you said, Lionel. But when I read this, my thought process on 𝗠𝐻𝐽 hearing this information was, damn, y'all asked out. I'm good. I'm a magma logia. I can just create land. I'll be okay. I'll be alright. I can just make myself vast landscapes and I'll be good with my little island. Y'all asked out. But more likely, he was thinking what you're thinking. Did they know this? They didn't tell me what's, you know what I mean?
All you need, 𝗠𝐻𝐽 and Aokiji. He gets it and he cools the land down and
now
gets it
they're
quicker.
not together.
Yeah, they messed up.
They messed up. I did like the correlation to Mocktown with them laughing. You know, it's good to see that the themes of these islands still exist. Same thing with Water 7. Like, they're like, we deal with this. How's the world going to deal with this? Loved seeing Doflamingo. The conversation he had with Magellan was interesting to me, especially that last part. Like, let's go to much higher ground. I never thought about him being the only level 6 prisoner left. That's hilarious to me. I don't see anybody else in these cells. But maybe. These are the cover stories I want to see. The Doflamingo escape cover stories. The like, what's the word like where you reroute a prisoner or whatever?
Transfer,
yeah. Doflamingo transfer. Like, I'm trying to see that, bro.
Yeah.
That's the cover stories I'm trying to see. Not no shit on Yamato. I know I said what I said, but like, I know people are interested in what's going on with her. But y'all can't tell me y'all wouldn't be more interested in Doflamingo escaping the Impel Down. It was cool to see Shirahoshi and Neptune, I guess. I mean, I kind of bypassed it a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I know it sounds like fishman racism. I was trying to get, like, you can't show me Dofi, bro. You can't show me a 𝗠𝐻𝐽 and Dofi and then be like, all right, after that, it's Neptune. They should have been first.
Yeah.
But that's me. I think we know who this guy is, right?
I forgot his name. I was gonna research and I just said,
man.
You know what? I'm good.
It was like, I know who that is. I couldn't remember. He's probably a vice admiral or something, rear admiral.
He does look familiar.
But I didn't have much.
Okay.
I didn't have much. But yeah.
All right. Law.
Yeah, so my similar thoughts with Lionel when I thought about 𝗠𝐻𝐽, right? Because he's looking at this, and to me that looks just saying that one, like, two things. I thought that he knew, but why I think and this is being revealed to the world, but also less likely he wouldn't know, because why would the Gorosei tell them? Because the Gorosei, especially, kind of show that they keep the Marines in a certain place. Yeah. You know, especially that conversation they had with what I kind of had with the world government afterward. Well, one time about Aokiji, and he said, "No, the world government's handling this. You guys stay put." Right. So, like, this is a world government matter. You guys are out of here. Right. So then, to me, I just hope it doesn't, because like what we're seeing more and more of is like kind of like the rift or the tension between the Marines and the world government rising more and more. We saw even an example with Sword. You know, because to me it's like, I never understood, if you guys are supposed to be on the same side, yeah, even though they are Sword, why are you guys fighting? You know, it didn't make sense to me. Yeah. But it shows like a rift here, especially when we see it with 𝗠𝐻𝐽 and the Gorosei, that they disagree on a lot of things. So now I hope this doesn't lead to where the Marines will anyway eventually branch off the world government yet. Because I still want to see 𝗠𝐻𝐽 take that L to Luffy. You know, I don't want to see 𝗠𝐻𝐽 joining the other side. Because you know what? The world government is taking it too far. They're hiding so much on this scale, because this is a scale where it affects the entire world. You know, the Marines are supposed to be justice, right? But now you're seeing that the world government is kind of like just using you guys to hide off this deep truth that affects the entire world, even them, where the justice doesn't matter because the whole world is in danger because of the possible sinking of it. Right? So how am I supposed to prepare for this? You don't tell me. I'm an organization, head of an organization right now under you guys, and you guys leave this information from me. I can see where 𝗠𝐻𝐽, not knowing 𝗠𝐻𝐽, taking real issue with this, and where he goes into it, I don't know. But That's what I thought of. Also, I know I said it before, but to me, I kind of solved the problem for islands. Not like it's going to be quick. It'll take a lot of effort. But for what I noticed is like we saw an example of we saw Water 7. What's his name? Frankie's boy. Iceberg was doing. He's building like building a ship underneath the Water 7 or for it could float, right?
Yeah.
So you do that combining with we saw already with Fishman Island and the boats that go down, that coating, right? But also we see an even stronger version of that, so to speak, with Vegapunk's shield, bubble shields. Mm-hmm. So you combine all of them, you could kind of have the lands kind of survive it, but you got to put the work in to do it. Well, I think that even like strong tsunamis or waves, that's how you save the islands there.
You think 𝑔ecko-Moria's ship was made by Water 7?
𝑔ecko-Moria ship?
It is an island-sized ship, bro.
It's an island-sized ship.
Shout out to Tom.
You said made by who?
Water 7.
Water 7.
The shipwrights of Water 7.
That's a good
because
point.
He's also the next island, right? Like
no, yeah.
So it's like
he was nearby.
Just proximity wise.
Yeah,
maybe that's a good point. I never thought of it. He took their shadows to make them work on his ship. All right, you can have them back. We done.
That would be wild. See, these are the cover stories.
And yeah, so going again ahead. As soon as I saw Doflamingo, right? Because we see him kind of a lot. That's one person we know we see certain people, but we see Doflamingo a lot with all the shows, right? Immediately when him talking is, I always think that Doflamingo has an ulterior motive every time he speaks. He's a schemer. He's applauding the whole thing is ability. His strings are in something, right? Behind him, he's the puppet master. Through this dialogue with Magellan, I see someone trying to coerce Magellan into going up.
To marry Joe.
Yeah.
That's how I looked at it.
I remember that's not. Is that HQ?
Just in general, like that's much higher ground.
Because I know it was before, but I don't think they moved Empo down with the new HQ.
No,
but it stayed where it general.
Was. No, he's saying in general to move to Mehdi-Jo.
Yeah, okay.
Take the prisoners there.
Okay, all right. So yeah, so I think it's like he's trying to coerce him to do something because like it's gonna work in his benefit. So now to me, I thought of Doflamingo is scheming. I don't know how this results in him getting out of here. Like, because to me it's like Doflamingo. You get one head. No, as soon as he gets off that sequence, it's like a problem, right? Yeah. But I'm thinking, what is he? There's no way that someone's waiting for him up there because he has no communication outside. But to me, I thought he was scheming where he's trying to get out. Because I know Doflamingo, we always said that he's the one that he always thought he would be here during the final like battle or end of the I guess for us the series of it. He always thought he would be there. That's why he also asked for newspapers because he didn't want to miss out because he always thought he didn't picture himself losing. He thought that he'll have his hand in it somehow, right? And one thing I thought was weird, the wording here. It probably is nothing. I don't understand why Magellan said the other day, right? Because then later on, not to jump ahead, but we see Smoothie say this day, right? So then I go back to it when it actually happened, right? So if you go back to it when the meter rose and all that stuff, like it said 6 days after what happened to Lucia, this happened, right? This is the time when it showed that same panel of that same chapter is when you see the conversation of Kizaru and Sentomaru on the phone. So the Gorosei member, Saturn, and Kizaru haven't reached Egghead yet, but they're like right in front of it. Mm-hmm. As in like, we just see that all the Vice Admirals kind of surround it. So that's where the
earthquake happened.
Yeah, when the earthquake happened. So why he said the other day. It would be today.
I'm not too sure.
To my understanding, the earthquake had ripple effects that continuously went to, like, it wasn't an earthquake that simultaneously affected every single island on the world. Mm-hmm. It was just continuous earthquakes that were happening.
Okay,
like,
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So like, Smoothies on this side of the world, they felt it at that point. Magellan's on another, like he's in the Grand Line versus the New World.
That would mean that the One Piece world is huge, bro.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. It is, bro. It just is.
I thought the same thing with Sebastian. I thought like
I thought it was continual.
That's what I was thinking about later on, but this stigma because you see, I went back to it. You see Empo down. Like, you see one of the prisoners on top of the fence, the gate, like, shaking, going crazy when it was happening. So you see it happen. It hit him there. So I was thinking the other day. But anyway, yeah. And that's all I have for now.
Yeah. When I look at Akainu, Giving me dragon vibes.
You think he look
I'll
east
say
or
it
west,
straight,
bro?
Like, I kind of like, yo, this is what dragon be feeling, bro.
That's that age generation, because they're the same age.
Yeah. No, but I feel like Akainu is very, like, let's put it this way. If it is where Akainu's saying, yo, this is more information they're holding from me, I can see his hot personality, no pun intended, being like, yo, I got to start shifting the Marines differently because this isn't cool. Like, if the world starts sinking, there's no place for us Marines except on 𝗵𝐻𝐻𝐽.
Yeah.
And it's like, what's our job then? Because all the islands are eradicated, right? But the other part of it is, if this information wasn't held tight enough and it comes out, now I have all these islands uprising.
And panicking.
And I can't be like, yo, they're wrong for doing so. Now I have to decide, yo, am I about the world government or do I become for the people? Like, what is there to protect? Because honestly, pirates and civilians are at a cost now. So it's like, do I go against the world government? I don't think he does. But I don't think he's, I know you guys are saying he's surprised by the information, and he very may well have, but he talks directly to the Gorosei.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are people that are celestial dragons that don't talk to the Gorosei at all.
Yeah.
From what I know. They don't even know 𝐸𝐸 exists, right? A piece of me says, yeah, neither does Akainu know 𝐸𝐸 exists. But if there's anybody that would have the chance at knowing, it's Akainu.
He was the one they selected.
Yeah.
Like, he was their guy that they were like, yo, this is, we want him. We're pushing him to the forefront. Politics and all that. So
I think overall, he's like, yo, I know the decisions you're making. I'm in on the info. I know I don't have any input, but I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of confirms like their relationship in a way. Last time he spoke to them and he was like, I don't like this. So that's interesting.
Real quick, I just want to add, I feel like they fight more than he did with Sengoku.
Oh, of course.
I think that they are not starting to regret it, but on some level they regret putting Akainu in this place.
Yeah.
Because Sengoku ain't talk back like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least not to them.
That we know of.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He used to complain about decisions that were made,
But
he
it wasn't
didn't-
in front of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Akainu pulling up to their doorstep like, yo, what the hell?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, bro, we made you. What are you talking about, bro? So.
The Water 7 aspect is pretty cool. So we're talking about like a lot of ancient things, right? We have the ancient kingdom. We have these ancient weapons. We have some ancient things happening. There are ancient shipwrights, right? This is a place of history. Water 7 is one of those islands that is just as important as Wano, right? Mm-hmm. They've made an ancient weapon before. I don't doubt, because there are, like, the blueprints are in Iceberg's mind. I don't doubt that the way he's building the island to float is going to be somewhat like an ancient weapon. So it'll be very interesting seeing what Water 7 does moving forward. Mm-hmm. And the thing I forgot when Sebastian was talking was, you remember that front, that cover, that reader request with Frankie and all the turtles were like going into the ocean? And I brought up the fact that Frankie might become an educator that goes back to Water 7 and teaches people how to do like shipwriting, the same way Tom was teaching him in Iceberg.
Yeah.
What if like Frankie starts initiating that now, where he's like, yo, I gotta start teaching islands how to like float above this if this doesn't get solved, right? It would be pretty cool, but what if like we can't stop the world from sinking? We have to find different ways to like survive. So I would see Frankie becoming monumental in his later life after like everything is solved. You know, after Luffy becomes Pirate King and gets his dream. It's like ultimately if we can't stop this, we have to survive somehow. Mm-hmm. What are you gonna say? All right, so the Impel Down conversation with Dofi, he knows something.
That's what it sounds like, yeah.
And there's a secret, like he said. There's a treasure at 𝗵𝐻𝐻𝐽 that we don't know of. Mm-hmm. But I do think that he's playing Magellan, and I think he wants to be an Impel Down for some reason. Maybe Dressrosa wasn't the move, and he realized it after like Luffy beat him. He was like, yo, there's something else I could do. I had a huge issue, believe it or not, with Shirahoshi and Neptune's conversation. If there's anybody that would know about ancient lore, Orihime showed us that there was ancient lore from Fishmen regarding Poseidon, right? Mm-hmm. why wasn't any information passed down about the world sinking before? Because if anybody was going to survive, it was the fishmen. They were existing then. There were many, mermaids that had Poseidon's power that we know of. Hell, there was a Joy Boy back then that was in cahoots with Poseidon at that point because 𝗏𝗏 said it. So what happened that information was not passed down? Was it on poneglyphs? Because even if so, why didn't Robin mention it to Neptune? But I feel like the king of the fisherman people would have known.
The same way, like, Odin's father had knowledge of the ancient Wano.
Yeah.
Like, you should know something.
You should know something.
He knew about the Noah, and he knew about the poneglyph's existence and Joy Boy or whatever, but you should know something about this, probably.
But the thing is, too, right? Sometimes when we go to, like, Wano, the reason why, like, they were able to keep such knowledge is because why? Their defenses are crazy. It's naturally defended by everything, right? Mm-hmm. Fishman Island takes a lot to get down to. You need to actually coat your ship. You need to do all these specific things. But even if so, if your ship pops, that's it for somebody like Akainu, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like they already have a natural defense. Why wouldn't this one place where it's kind of secretive would not know about those things? So I'm confused. I'm like, why would Oda put that? Like, I expect them to be just as knowledgeable, but they're not. Mm-hmm. That was the problem I found in this chapter. The only problem. Mm-hmm. The Gorosei look dope, I would say. They look pretty cool. I love the fact that, like, this confirms that Saint Mars isn't the only person that could probably use observation hockey / the voice of all things. Mm-hmm. That was exciting to see, because now it confirms, like, if one of them shows it, the rest of them probably have it. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
So that was very interesting for me. But they're like, yo, Hail Mary, bro. Just start going crazy. That's what it really was. So I don't have anything else. But, yeah, let's do some super chats. We'll do, like, 6. We'll go back into the chapter.
We got a bunch.
I know. So guys, we're going to go into the super chats. Believe me. We just have a lot of chapter. We have an hour and 30 left and stuff like that. So be patient with us.
All right. We got 5 from Trey. It says, theory. Brook Delfruit destroys some Blackbeard souls, or maybe Persona gets it done. Better thoughts.
Yeah,
maybe he means Perona. I don't know if he means Persona.
Perona.
Yeah, probably Perona.
Yeah, I gotta stop having these marriage ideals, bro. And what I mean is stop marrying the idea of Blackbeard having souls. Like, it's not confirmed, bro. It's purely theory.
Like souls? What do you mean?
Like, he has more than one soul.
Oh,
don't let Larry trample your One Piece enthusiasm.
I'm not. I'm just saying don't marry the idea. Like, because if he has more than one soul, what happens to the personality theory? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So now he has multiple personalities with multiple souls, multiple
multiple butt cheeks.
You remember in Futurama, the chick that had 3 boobs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Blackbeard. That's how they theorize about him. That's how they theorize about him. Okay. We got another 5 from Dale Thomas. It says, hey everyone, if you were isekai'd into One Piece world, where would you get transferred to and what faction would you join? Oh man.
What's isekai'd mean?
It's like where you get like thrust into a different world. Like a dimension, not a dimension, but like an anime universe where it's like Kagome got isekai'd into the past with Inuyasha, and Yusuke got isekai'd into the demon realm situation. Like you start living in that kind of a way.
It says to the One Piece world.
Yeah.
I'm gonna somehow end up on Kamabaka Island, bro. I swear.
That's insane that you said that yourself.
And I just feel like I'd be so angry.
Yo, and
but like the food would be popping, and then I'd become a rev. Because, bro, I know I would become a rev. So I'm like, I'm going to end up somewhere the revs are.
I correlate you to Sanji all the time, and then you get mad.
Stop, bro.
But then you say stuff like this.
Stop.
That was wild.
Just go.
That was
Just
wild.
go.
I'm joining Dofi gang, bro.
He's in prison.
He's not always in prison. He was not in prison for the most
Sebastian said, I like that. Trying to be where they at.
Who likes prison? What's wrong with you?
Take me to jail.
Take me to jail.
Lock me up.
Throw it, kid.
I ain't afraid of him. He said, you ever see the suns go down the crack of his ass?
Yo, bro, when you was poking the chicken, bro.
Phone check,
Phone
fool.
check.
He said, hey, man.
Hey, man.
You know you just kissed everything at the party?
Yo, bro.
You know what he said?
It was right there. This dude was trying to mirror his. Yo, I think I knocked out the plug.
Excuse me, brother. Can you type that? Can you type that white woman right there?
Swine, my brother.
Swine, my brother.
One fish, two fish. I'm done.
Red fish, blue fish.
Knick knack, patty whack. Okay.
Yo,
Give a dog a bone.
yo, watch Don't Be a Menace if you haven't already.
No. Yeah.
Lawrence Lionel, do you have?
Hurry up and fight!
Shut! 1999. Bro.
Come on, give me money. All right, this is kind of racist, right?
Yeah, seriously.
The man.
Oh, man.
Remember with the little shoe? Can't bring yourself.
Yo, bro.
All right.
Yo, bro.
Second,
All right, we're good. We're good, bro. Just kidding.
Y'all just ran through
Yeah,
all
yeah.
I'm gonna land on the straw. I don't know the straw hat. I don't know.
Yeah, bro.
Another two from Ultra Mix. It says, when are we getting a BBL Drizzy remix from y'all?
BBL Savvy.
Come on, man.
BBL Savvy.
Another five from Hazy. It says, whenever we get a Rocks reveal, do y'all think he will goofy or super serious, and what do you think his goal was?
He'll be Luffy, just evil Luffy.
Who
And-
rocks?
Yeah, he's just not Blackbeard.
I actually have a little something with rocks with this, with the chapter, but I'm not gonna say it now.
We'll get to it.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm up for either, honestly.
Yeah.
Another five from Anthony Amos. It says, Uchihas are frauds, low-key. Itachi clipped 100 Sharingan users in like an hour. I guess Uchihas are deaf. LOL. Hashtag
Hold on.
Hashtag bald book club. Bald book club.
All right, one.
My fault.
Itachi is labeled the best genjutsu user of all time. And he did it by pointing his finger at Naruto.
He's at least top five.
Yeah.
Listen to me, bro. Kurama couldn't get him out of the genjutsu. Meanwhile, they said Naruto couldn't be put under genjutsu because of Kurama.
Sounds like a plot inconsistency to me, but whatever.
Yo, legit. Yo, the old sage frog was like, yo, I can't attach myself because I can't mix my chakra with yours. Genjutsu is mixing your chakra into somebody. Kurama couldn't distinguish his chakra was being messed with because of Itachi's. And it was with the finger. He didn't even look Itachi in the eye. Keep going, bro. One more, bro.
We got another five from Keegan Ryder. It says, finally made it live. Love you guys for real. Been listening to your old lives on Spotify. Makes the workday go by so fast. Hashtag Larry has good takes.
Thank you.
Hashtag Seb mad cute. Thank you. Keegan? Keegan a woman?
You need to be darker now, bro.
It's not the dark.
These chocolate vibes.
It's gonna go away, bro. It's gonna go away.
Chocolate.
All right, let's get back to the chapter, bro.
Let me get this one more in, bro.
All right.
Five from Firearms. The way Larry talking, he puts more respect in Naruto than One Piece. No way he thinks all of this of Garp, but hypes up through Uchiha like that.
Y'all
You can respond if you want. I just wanted to loop it into the last, like,
Y'all
Uchiha
don't
comment.
remember how much of a Garp fan I was.
He was.
Yo, if
He was.
if y'all went back, y'all would be like, yo, Larry's like a super Garp lover. Like, I used to love Garp. I think me and you used to like hype Garp all the time.
Yeah.
Right?
I think Lionel part of that too.
Yeah, right? We used to like love Garp.
I just said Aokiji was going to clip him. I was right, though.
You know what it is? It's because Dragon was so whack that Garp doesn't get that credit now. And we talk about auras. He out here wearing a dog hat because he a lap dog, bro. And we talk about he got aura.
Yo, just let me
bro.
run through these, bro. Just real
I
quick.
kind of overlap dog more than
And then Garp?
yeah. He's called the red dog.
I would rather be called a red dog than have a dog hat. and have a dog ship.
More of a lapdog? I don't think
there's like mad stuff,
I don't
bro.
think either of them are lapdogs, but I think Akainu is more of a lapdog.
Yeah, because this dude don't be listening to the world government at all.
Yeah, Garp does what he wants to do.
Listen, bro. Pit
That's
bulls
like
don't
these
always not bite other dogs when you tell them to. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just trying to close this loop, bro.
All right, go ahead, bro.
All right, we got 2 from Mike. It says, Seb, tell Wary his man Sasuke still soft. # 2-shot. Another 2 from Mike. It says, Strati. Another 2 from Durantula33. It says, Madara's title is 2nd place. Bang Bang Buggy Gang. Another 2 from Strahd. It says, Mikey. Yeah, that's
All
kind
right,
of the loop.
guys, we'll
That's
get
the
to
loop.
super chats again. Let's just go through the chapter a little bit, okay? All right. Like I said, it's one of those times where I have to talk a little bit, so be patient with me. I know you guys love hearing me talk. All right. Next, we see York complaining about how much Vegapunk is telling everyone. Vegapunk continues his message by saying, in the days after this recording, there should be an earthquake that shakes the planet. Charlotte Smoothie asks if he's talking about today, but Vegapunk's already passed. Vegapunk continues saying, because of that earthquake, the sea should have risen by 1 meter around the world, rendering some islands uninhabitable. People who've lost their homes ask if this is a prophecy. Then we see Tangent from Long Ring Island. Vegapunk continues by saying, if he's wrong, then disregard the rest of this message. We go to Hachinosu and see a bandaged up Aokiji with a random pirate screaming, that's so freaky that he totally nailed it. Vegapunk continues that if this has happened, then heed his words very carefully. What everyone felt was not a natural phenomenon. Saturn, fighting the Straw Hats, tells out of frustration that Vegapunk shouldn't say another word. Vegapunk continues. He's only ever wanted peace, but that was the root of his first sin. Saturn asks if he should destroy the power plant, and Mars responds no. Vegapunk continues. He dreamt of an endless source of energy, and in his desire to push the world forward into the future, Saturn recognizes the Mother Flame. Then we get this huge shot of the Mother Flame encased. Vegapunk then says he flew too close to the sun. Saturn goes into his human form and starts breaking everything to get rid of the transmission. Seb, what did you think about this part of the chapter?
All right, I'm going to bypass most of the Vegapunk conversation piece. Shout out to Aokiji though, and shout out to my guy from Long Ring Longland. I always thought he was always hilarious to me. At least that little section of the arc was hilarious. I loved seeing the Straw Hats fighting off Saturn to protect Robin. I know this is like the 3rd panel we've basically seen of it, but like it just looks so cool. And
those are Sanji feats, bro.
Yo, listen, man. I liked Usopp in particular. He was
upside down. I was like, yo, shout out to Usopp, bro.
They fighting for their life, bro.
Yeah, clutching it, bro.
I am upset that Usopp didn't use like any entanglement.
He should have.
vines
Yeah, he should
to keep him like down.
Yeah.
Because he used it against Bullet.
Mm-hmm. I was trying to figure out what is this thing like. It's Nami, right? Doing the like a thunderbolt.
Yeah,
that hit him in the head. Yeah,
that looked damaging, bro.
She burnt off like a piece of his face.
Hey man, and then like shout out to Robin. Chopper looked like he going through it.
Yeah.
Yo,
he going through it.
All I'm saying is, Nami versus Queen and Nami winning looking a little bit more credible, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Is Chopper just protecting Robin? Is that what he's just doing?
Yeah, it looks like he's protecting her.
Shout out to Robin for saving the game. I did also like. All right, so with the Mother Flame thing, one, Saturn's face, like he recognized it immediately, and he was like in awe of it. It seemed like, or at least was hyped to see it. Looked kind of crazy. Mm-hmm. Saturn just looked kind of crazy in general, but like he looked kind of crazy seeing it. But when I saw it, I thought of the Icarus thing, right? Yeah. Like standing too close to the sun. He's talking about his next sin, his first sin, or whatever. It reminded me of the hieroglyphs from Enel's cover story, and a lot of people have been going around with that in the One Piece community recently, I think. So like I haven't really been able to tap in because I just wasn't aware and have real internet. But I was like, is that the Mother Flame that was in the hieroglyphs that Enel had saw?
I think it's chapter 521.
Yeah, I'd have to go back.
It's 521 and 523, I think.
Yeah.
I'm checking it now.
But it looks like it's in the same kind of a structure where it has that in that bubble and it has the connecting, like, surrounding things around it. I was like, how much more lore does Skypiea really hold, right? Like,
yo, chat, before my bad. Chat, tell me what chapter the poneglyphs are on, please.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try to look, but I was excited to see that. I actually love the name Mother Flame. It looks like it could be the energy source of even just devil fruits. Like, I know, like, it's supposed to be the energy source for how they
Wait, what do you mean by that?
So, how do I say this? To me, it looked like a devil fruit when I first saw it, right? So I was like, is this where, how do I say this? When Luffy goes into his awakening form, his hair and stuff, like, it turns into it looks like this.
Yeah.
And I was like, is this something to do with that? Maybe not. It's been used to power the weapon that Emu and them are using to, create these, like, island destroying, like, attacks. What else could it be used for? So is it like it's the Mother Flame? I don't know that it's just straight up for this weapon, right? Like, there's possibly other uses for it. This is just how Emu is using it. This is how the world government is utilizing it. What other use does it have? Vegapunk was trying to utilize it for something else entirely. What else can it be used for? And I don't know, like, it's the center of this. The text box that it's gotten, it got the same reverence that Vegapunk's head got. Mm-hmm. Like, it's supposed to be of that level of significance here. And I really don't know. I was trying to think about, like, what S-108 means, what ANMU means. Like, I was trying to think.
ANMU is basically atom.
Okay.
So it's atomu.
Ah, okay.
ATOMU. So it's just atom.
But even then, if it's an atomic energy, like if it's an atomic energy source, it's even more proof positive that it's going to be some crazy significance here. I was really racking my brain what it could be used for. I'm not gonna lie, I was extremely intoxicated when I read this chapter. So, like, I didn't have good ideas. But I don't know, I was excited to see it. And then it showed it a couple times on the next couple panels, but I don't know. Saturn starts immediately destroying the lab. I thought that was funny. Like, you don't know what you're doing. Like, you're just swinging away at stuff, hoping that you stop. Like, you can see that the Gorosei are on their last, like, ropes. Like, they're so desperate to make sure that doesn't happen because they know what this can do.
Yeah.
And I'm really curious to see how it was utilized 800 years ago, 900 years ago, because they are basically shitting bricks at its existence and that it can be used for whatever, and it's being used the way they use it. So hopefully we get those answers soon, but I was hyped about it.
Yeah. The chapter, thank you guys. It's chapter 470 and 472, the cover pages for Enel's hieroglyphics.
Did y'all see that? What I'm talking about? Like, I know we've all seen the hieroglyphs, but did you see it, like, since you read the chapter?
I'll show Lauren tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw someone post on Instagram a picture of it.
Yeah.
Of saying that Oda foreshadowed and stuff like that. There's actually another one when it comes to my turn I'm going to bring out. I want to see if you guys saw.
Mm-hmm. All right. Lionel?
I'm just going to go straight to the Mother Flame because we actually kind of covered it. I don't really have anything for you. I mean, mostly also I thought of, like, seeing Aokiji. I like seeing, like, more significant characters when Vegapunk's giving his, like, his speech. But I don't know if they're gonna say anything because, like, we have two characters, like, Akainu and Aokiji, and they both have, like, the same face. Mm-hmm. So, like, that's, I'm like, I don't know if it means anything, but because you have Smoothie there and she's talking about what's going on, but they have that shadowy face, like, either they know something or they don't, or, like, this is interesting, or I don't know, because they used to work for the Marines, or one does and one left. So I just feel like I like seeing mostly more important figures visioned during Vegapunk's speech, because we get to see maybe they might tell us something, or they might add something, or they might show that they knew something, or now with the whole Mother Flame thing, I was thinking I don't know if I have much, but I did find it interesting that Saturn went to his regular form to destroy the lab instead of staying in his fruit form. And I'm thinking maybe because it's too big and he actually might destroy the Mother Flame to prevent that from happening. So I don't know. Like, it was weird why that happened. I did think that too, Sebastian. It did look like a monument of fruit when I saw the flame. I'm like, that's interesting. But I also started thinking of, maybe I'm focused on too literally, but when he says I fly too close to the sun, right? I started thinking, again, that warp thing. And I'm thinking, I don't know if this is from the sun itself. Because I also thinking, again, the flame's in liquid, and it's fire. Usually liquid takes out flames. But it seems like it's like still staying consistent. Like the flames have no effect on the water. The liquid has no effect on the flame itself. So I find that interesting. Like, and people say, somebody bung up I saw on YouTube, like, is the mother flame boiling the water, or some, we don't know what type of liquid that is. But I thought of, like, if pretty much, again, flames need oxygen to, like, sustain itself, whatever. But the only fire substance that we know that doesn't need it is the sun itself. There's no oxygen out of space. So how is the sun even that powerful and that big and that heat source? Because again, if they even say that if we're like the Earth itself, if it's that close to the sun, we will burn. Our planet won't survive. And they even said that if we take a pin drop of the sun's heat flames, that we can't stand. I forget the miles on it. We can't stand that close to it because it's that powerful.
It's funny because when I was reading this, I thought, what if you like fed a devil fruit to that? Could it eat a devil fruit? Could this thing? It clearly lives. Could it eat a devil fruit? I don't know. My mind was, again, I wasn't right all the way there. But
yeah. Because most of this kind of if this is actually a little bit like, again, the pin drop, what I was talking about, the pin drop from the sun is the mother flame, just making her like, just to say it. That might allude to there was actual activity in outer space, alluding to the cover stories, alluding to it now, and certain things that we don't know how they're connected. But now we saw the cover story. Now we're going back to the mother flame, the source. Like, the only thing I can think of that would be that powerful to our knowledge would be the sun itself, or a little tidbit of the sun's energy being eternal. Because pretty much the sun is eternal. The sun's not going there. It's constantly powerful in itself. Maybe that's the eternal power he's talking about, and then you have to go to outer space to attain it. Which, again, alluding to Anel's cover story, because Anel's going outside outer space.
Did they give it to Vegapunk? Like, I don't think he found this. Yeah. Like, did they give this to him to produce?
He created it.
Yeah.
He created the No, I thought he utilized it to create what they're asking of him.
No.
With the weapon.
No, the mother flame powers whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Because they don't have the brain power to, like, utilize it in that way themselves.
No, he was creating it. He created it himself.
He created it.
Yeah.
So, how you said that?
He said he was looking for the infinite energy source, but he was unable to replicate it.
Yeah.
He said that to Luffy when, like, they first found him coming out of the giant.
Yeah. And then he really had to hear saying what he was doing. He was searching for an unlimited power source.
And he didn't find it yet.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, it's not replicatable. Like, I don't know how they did it 800 years ago.
Yeah. And I'm also going by because the fact that, again, they're talking about their technology. Like, since it's so advanced technology, they even have the robot. We didn't get there, right?
No, we didn't get there.
But again, pretty much that, like, Vegapunk pretty much praised the technology back then. We don't know their technology. We don't know if they even showed a little bit of it. We know Vegapunk has some, like, hands on it, but we never actually see it, what they're capable of.
He's been trying to reverse engineer it.
Yeah, right? That's his whole thing. So, like...
Put it this way. To prove it, he didn't know how the robot, the Iron Giant, powered itself. He was like, it takes some type of energy that I don't know what it is, but it's infinite energy. And I want to give it to everybody. So
I don't know. I guess I was under the impression that they gave him this to start working on it so that he could, produce these weapons for them. And he's like, how do I actually recreate this myself to do the things that I want to do? That was my understanding. Maybe I'm just reading it wrong.
He was using it for his own cause. But they were like, also, we can use this for this machine that you also built. And he probably created the ancient weapon Uranus again.
Hey, man.
Yeah, we've mentioned this before. All right. Anything else?
I also thought it was interesting that they said that what was it? I think in the Wikipedia, if you go to it, this is the last two katana characters of the Mother Flames name in Japanese are the same characters that spell emo. And they also say that this weapon is drawn from the 16 beams firing downward. The two symbols in Emo's name can also be read as 1, 6, and or 16. So it's really they're fusing Imu's name with the Mother Flame itself. And I wonder if they're connecting, like, also one of the reasons why he's able to, like, Imu's who he is or why he's immortal. I don't know if they're doing that, but his name and the Mother Flame are somehow referenced to each other.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I find that interesting.
Yeah.
But I'm done.
All right. Law?
Yeah. So honestly, I thought this part was interesting because I think I have a timeline of when Vegapunk made this video. Going by what he said, right? He says, now speaking of the near future. So I'm thinking near future, close. It's near future. Like, not like almost like immediate future, right? And he starts describing how, assuming that my sensors are correct, blah, blah, and I made this recording, right? And the remarkable earthquake, right? And then he says, right here, this particular earthquake is not, he says, earthquake is not something that would call a natural phenomenon, right? So by him saying near future and not a natural phenomenon, it's like, and also too, he has the Mother Flame and he's supplying it to the Gorosei. So, and then he knows that they're going to use it, right? So matching up now the evidence here is telling me is that he concludes that, all right, if they're going to use it, what's the result? He's a scientist. What's it going to mean for the world, right? Them using Mother Flame here, because they want to use it now, he's going to activate it, since they're asking me for this power source, I know they're going to use it. My sensor indicating that because of this, it's going to rise the level. So I think literally after Imo whatever used it, right? Within those 6 days, he made this recording. Because it said 6 days from there. So I think that's the time he made it because he knew they were going to use it. It's like, all right, my sensors are telling me that they used it now, that it's going to rise. So I think that's the timeline of when he made this recording, right? And to me, just to mention it briefly, the fight with here, like they're going in their fight, to me, I see the Destroy Hats fighting for their life with Saturn. And I'm like, where's that strength? I think you're so focused on the Mother Flame and all that stuff. Like, where's that strength you were showing before when you were shutting down Sanji, shutting down Frankie, shutting down everyone, right? We're just a glare. Where's that at? But showing that his mind is so focused on destroying this transmitter, that you're not even like using your powers right. Because your mind is not focused on them. Because all you have to do is just be gone and he gets past them somehow. Right? Show that what you could have did earlier. But he's so in a panic mode because Vegapunk's saying this secret right here. Because to me now, Vegapunk mentioned this unnatural phenomenon that's happened, right? Leaks to 𝐸. And I think that's one of their biggest secrets they want to keep from the world, right? Because now, I don't know if that's going to happen like what the Celestial Dragons are going to do or what the Holy Knights are going to do. Because the Holy Knights may know, but the Celestial Dragons don't know. Only the Gorosei. The Holy Knights, since they police them, I'm not so sure about what they know or what they don't know, right? But I had similar thoughts about Lionel. The way he reacts towards it, how bright it was and everything, that I thought this was a piece that to the sun that he got. Because especially, too, I went back to it, like he's able to warp, right? And also, too, how strong the sun is. Like he says, he wanted to find a endless, eternal energy.
You're on that chapter now?
Yeah.
What chapter is that?
No, that's this chapter.
Oh.
You talking about the warping?
No. When he said it, he was like, I want infinite energy.
Because he says it
like
again this chapter.
Yeah.
He says it again this chapter. That chapter is, I believe...
It's okay.
Okay. Yeah. So, right, what was it? Yeah. And that is the sun, because the sun is an eternal energy source, right? It's been there forever, and it's not going anywhere, right? So the sun is like everlasting. And then you think about it, too, what this Mother Flame was able to do, right? Not only did it shoot a hole and destroy an island, but look at the after effects. That hole remains, which is what it looks like it's going to remain forever, right? And even like, I'm not going to say physically, but like it created a hole in the ocean, which doesn't even make sense. Water just adapts to any, like Bruce Lee even said it, be like water, because water takes the form of anything it's in. It just, just comes together. But this source was able to like separate water from water, and like what energy source would be able to do that? That's why it makes sense to me why it would be a piece of the sun, because it's that strong, right? And to add this, so now goes into my other thing of what I wanted to mention. So remember, I know we always talk about scientists or whatever, but there's another group of scientists that we saw that I'm not gonna say rival Vegapunks, and I'm not talking about the Mads and everything, but we've seen them and their technology was ridiculous. I'm talking about they can make like almost a wind pressure, but just like a rope, right?
Yeah,
The
the Birkins.
Yeah, the ones that remember Nami went to go visit.
You call them the Weatherians?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that not what they're called?
I don't know.
They're from Weatheria, but they're Birkins.
Yeah. So like most
They're
of,
Birkin scientists.
Yeah.
So most of like the world doesn't, because they stay up there. I'm pretty sure it doesn't really know that they exist. But I saw a picture that they pointed out that the mother flame resembled something that they had in their balloons.
Yeah. I've called this before.
Yeah.
I do remember.
You remember?
That.
Yeah.
The theory that they created? Yeah,
Yeah.
they created Uranus,
So
Birkins.
so it made me think, like, for example, like not like they rival, because literally they may even rival makeup like this, and the world doesn't know it because they live up there, you know. So it just made me think like right here.
To
the sky.
Going up. Yeah. So to me, that makes you think of like with the other capabilities of like other scientists of what this represents. Because I don't think they took the sun, right? Like the weather, the Birkins, because it's in a bubble, right?
Yeah,
This isn't a special casing.
So when they were growing those weather bubbles,
Yeah.
they were growing them out of crops, and they would pick them.
Yeah. And they have it on balloons. I don't know why, but it just resembled that. So like, and we see the technology they have with weather and other things. So I just think that they rival. So I just wanted to point that out. Like that was interesting too. But I think that's all I had for now.
Yeah. Yo, Oda missed out on Smoothie being like, yo, this is mad juicy.
Come on, bro.
Let's say, I wanted to know why he showed tangent, but we've all suspected that Long Ring, Long Island happened to be like the reason why everything was long was because the oceans had risen and they had to survive somehow, which is why he was walking on stilts. That was pretty cool. It's very interesting to talk about sins. If he's talking about, it made me think like, why did he say his first sin was wanting peace? I'm not too sure. Has that ever been described in the Bible? Like somebody saying like about having peace or something like that and it being a sin?
No,
That
peace
you-
is good.
It's good, right?
Yeah, it's never a sin.
It can be good.
I thought you was talking about like
You-
flying too close to the sun was the sin.
No, he said peace. That was his first sin. His second sin was flying too close to the sun.
The only thing I can think of is if it's somebody with you're trying to have peace with somebody wicked, like your connections. Like,
So that would be a sin.
pretty much like you helping out somebody. Like for
Well-
instance, God has enemies, and you're trying to make peace with one of God's enemies. That's would be a sin.
The way he
Okay.
phrases it is, I only ever wanted for peace, but this was the root of my first sin. So it's my longing for peace led me to do the thing that is considered my first sin.
Yeah.
So it's not peace itself, it's him flying too close to the sun and trying to manipulate this energy.
Yeah.
At least that was my understanding of it.
And let me clear, when I meant like God's enemies be peace, like not trying to like you're not trying to pretty much be peaceful with him. I'm talking about you're gaining connections, like what you favoring his friendship so you could gain something when he's an enemy. Like that's something I'm like not trying to like not trying to have any quarrel or something. That's not what I'm talking about.
Because in a way, it's like if you're supporting wickedness,
Yeah.
it's never good.
Yeah, and you supporting it is in a way having peace with them. It's like that's not good.
Because they're not seeking peace; they're
Yeah.
seeking something bad.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Okay. Listen, man. Nami looking impressive. Straw Hat's looking impressive. I'm surprised Chopper didn't start decaying. Chopper using Hagi?
Nah.
This
I think
might
it's just guard point. But,
Yo, I seen trees decaying, bro. Why Chopper ain't like losing limbs right now? But he does look like he's taking a bit of a shot to the back because the shade is over his eyes. I love how they're still protecting Robin. That's really cool to me. The Mother Flame looks like it has an effect on Saturn and his transformation. I don't know why he ain't stay in that spider mode, but as soon as he saw the Eternal Flame and he got in, maybe he was too big, but he was like, like if like it took effect on him. The other flame that doesn't burn really is Marco's flame.
Okay.
That's a different type of flame, mythological. I get why Vegapunk feels like he flew too close to the sun. This goes back to what Tom was saying. When you create something, it doesn't mean that it's necessarily evil. It means what the people do with it determines if it's evil or not. But ultimately, anything you make is not evil, which is kind of debatable. You know, if you make the atom bomb, you know,
Its sole purpose
yeah,
is to
like bro, either way.
Yeah.
Shout out to Oppie, bro.
It does pull into question, and I think I'll bring it up later, but during chapter 472, we see, and I called this mad long ago, when I was talking about 𝗯𝐽𝐻 hieroglyphics, that Pluton was on that hieroglyphic at the bottom left.
I remember.
And then on the right was Poseidon's tails or whatever. And I said that Uranus might have been the eye. I forget, if you guys look at the chapter, you'll see it. It was like the eye, and it was like pointing towards something, but it wasn't. We seen like the mother flame in that chapter too. So what I was thinking was, when we saw the space pirates on the moon, they already had Vegapunk's insignia of his head, but that was from mad long ago. A lot of people don't notice that there's like hundreds of years difference in that cover story, right? So when you look at it, somebody had Vegapunk's fruit before. That would explain how that civilization, the ancient kingdom, was so advanced. Maybe because the guy at that time that owned that Nomi, he wasn't affiliated with the world government. He was actually affiliated with the ancient kingdom. So when they sent people up to the moon, necessarily when whoever was there, the ʟ𝗏𝗁s, the 𝗏𝗍𝗄ans, maybe the Lunarians, if they weren't already on the red line because they got kicked off because they're black, you know, whatever, the Shandorians, I think they were using that ancient energy as well, and they had a connection. And the reason why they went up to the moon was because the sea was sinking. They noticed the world was sinking. So they were like, yo, we got to put somebody up there. The ʟ𝗏𝗁s were probably already up there. They came back down, and then they figured out, like, yo, we're building this ship that could take us from up top to the bottom. We need resources because there's no resources on the moon. So here's Uranus, this ancient weapon. Remember, Pluton necessarily isn't meant to destroy things, probably, right? It's probably just to put people on it, travel safely, right? The same way Poseidon isn't to destroy the world with sea kings. If anything, it's meant to take away the calm belt. That way people could travel safely. So all these ancient weapons are probably not actually weapons. They were just used for weapons. So what connects the ʟ𝗏𝗁s being able to create Uranus? The ʟ𝗏𝗁s on Weatheria are scientists, like you said. They create those weather balls, right? But what do? They travel every so often to the Blue Sea to collect resources. This would be an automatic connection as to why the ʟ𝗏𝗁s up on Birkin Moon City was using the ancient energy. And if you look at it, it looks like the person who owned the Nomi, which is Vegapunk's devil fruit, was creating pacifistas with the automata because they knew that they were going to go to war with the 20 kingdoms back then. Why else would they build these robots? And they had the Shandorians, the ʟ𝗏𝗁s, and they had the 𝗏𝗏𝗄ans building these automata. So when you look at the cover story in 𝗯𝐽𝐻 hieroglyphics, they're actually crying, the automata and also the angel people. They're crying because the ancient people came down, the automata came down, all that stuff, because we knew the automatas were already here. So I think what happened was the ancient kingdom saw this as a result. They knew the world was sinking again. They sent people up top. They brought people down that created these pacifistas to fight for them against the 20 kingdoms. They lost out. Joy Boy lost his promise with the fishermen, whatever, right? Poseidon at that time couldn't do anything either. It's very weird how like it's starting to connect now. And I'm like, damn, like I didn't notice it at first, but I called it so long ago. I called it when we probably 20 episodes into the pod.
Yeah,
bro.
it was early. I remember.
Super early.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something else, but I completely forgot. There was one other thing. My bad. You know what? I'll just leave it at that. I'm just impressed with the Straw Hats. They're really able to take on a Girl State member. That was just so impressive.
That was dope. I didn't even get that the Saturn was affected thing until you said it, but it looks like it. Like he was full form and now he just back to regular. So maybe I asked the chat what they think the Mother Flame is. Culmination of Lunarian back sweat, Piece of the sun, Joy Boy's DNA, or other. And so far, it's,
But I do think that the mother flame isn't the actual energy source.
right.
I will say that just because Vegapunk has said it, that it's not the actual energy source. It is interesting because we just had a movie come out with Oppenheimer, and he's like, "Yo, through this, I've become death itself."
I am become death.
Yeah, like he created the atomic bomb. I've become death.
Yo, have y'all seen about it, real?
No.
Yeah, y'all should watch it.
And there was people that congratulated it, were crying because of it, and there were other people that didn't know how to take the information. Essentially, what Vegapunk is doing is like, yo, sometimes like you create things and you have to take into account the significance that it will impact the world in a negative way. You can't always be so like in the middle about things. You have to understand the reality that you live in doesn't dictate the reality that it will become. You can't just say, yo, I'm going to create something and just for the hell of it, just because I could do it, I'm going to do it. You have to take into account, how does this work? We've seen Vegapunk create bullets that sprouted out flowers. He won the Nobel Peace Prize on the cover story. You can't create a mother flame like this and expect it not to be used by the very people that support you financially, that you know aren't good people. And Vegapunk's so smart that he knew that they were going to come after him eventually. He knew this beforehand. So it's like, oh, this is what I want to say. I think the reason why the world is going to sink is because the earthquake that's not natural, it was created by Uranus, right? I'm convinced it's Uranus. I think there will be multiple knock-up streams throughout the world because of this now. Because all the water is dipping. And I think that
shooting it back up.
and I think all of it's gonna shoot back up now, and it's gonna flood the earth because the pressure, and then it I don't know how water works that well, but I think that's what's gonna happen. So we're gonna see a bunch of knock-up streams, and the world is gonna freak out about it. And maybe that's why the knock-up stream happens in the anyway.
A global phenomenon of knock-up streams would be crazy as hell.
Yeah.
Because I know I remember when I read that for the first, well, I was watching that for the first time, I was like, yo, this is wild. For it to be happening all over the world, like there's sections of the world that have no idea that happens.
Yeah.
You just be chilling one day and just like, yo, what's up?
And I was like, when you said that, do you think it's gonna be like six, like the number, like how it
16?
rated? Yeah, 16 knockup streams at one time.
That would be a fire visual. I don't know how Oda draws it. Worldwide knockup stream, like he'd have to draw the globe, and like,
because that's how I see
I
the
would
water
love to
rising.
see that panel, bro. That would be a fire.
How
panel.
else would it happen?
Well, if they keep doing this,
Yeah.
because the thing is, it'll go up in increments, right? So right now it was 1 meter. If they were to do it again, they've already said 5 meters.
Yeah.
If they would do they didn't say it, but they've already used the word 5 meters, like in this chapter. Start multiplying by 5. Okay.
Imagine
meters.
like a double spread of just knock-up streams
That's what I'm saying.
happening all over the world. I immediately thought that. I was like,
that's a Gantz picture, bro.
yo, because that's a One Punch Man picture.
Yeah.
When Magellan said, yo, like what would it look like how it rose 1 meter, and then it's like, yo, knock-up streams would be crazy, dog. So,
I like it.
anyway,
Imagine
Well-
you could just, how it's like earthquakes, right, causing this.
yeah.
But you have the quake ability. You just counter it with another quake.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, Blackbeard better jump on some shit.
They gonna have to start relying on Blackbeard to save the day.
Nah,
Imagine.
they gonna have to recruit Kobe.
Blackbeard, we need you.
Kobe gonna have to start saving people.
So bad.
But that's probably why he also gets Pluton. It's because he has a crew of straight devil fruit users. Why not jump on the biggest ship? All right, I know I'm going for a while. My bad. I have mad thoughts. They keep appearing. But it brings into question Noah's Ark even more. Because it's like, why would Joy Boy promise to bring the Fishman Island to the surface? But if the world at that time rose with water, and it sunk all the islands, they would be the hierarchy within One Piece. They'd be the strongest people of the sea. This is why they're probably hated so much by Emu, is because now they're able to access everything. They're able to do anything. Whereas I can only stay on this little piece of a rock and not enjoy the world anymore. I can't even build because there's no trees on the red line. You know what I'm saying? So
the question becomes, is this something Emu's trying to do? Like actively, or is it just like it's going to happen? Like I think y'all talked about this last episode. I wasn't here.
Yeah.
Like, is this a goal of Emu's to make the world sink? Or is it just something that's
it's
going to happen
counterintuitive,
because
though.
he's
It's counteractive.
doing what he's doing?
It just hit me. Because you know how, the world rising and stuff like that. But if we talk about it, do you guys think this is the real reason why they don't eat abilities like fruits?
Who?
The 𝗀𝗲𝘃. I mean, not the 𝗀𝗲𝘃. The celestial dragons.
No, the celestial dragons don't know about any of this.
They didn't seem to.
Hold on, we're gonna
get to that.
We're gonna get to that part. But from what it seems like, they don't know any of this stuff at all.
It could still be a directive from Vegapunk, or not Vegapunk, from Emu or the 𝗀𝗀𝘃, like, hey, don't eat devil fruits. Like, they're called devil fruits. Like, they could just preach that propaganda, don't eat this. And it could also be why they refuse to bring Doflamingo back. But
another idea is in Greek mythology there is an eternal flame, right? Mephistus, not Mephistus. I forgot what's his name.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it starts with an M. He created. He didn't create the. I think he created the flame. He gave the flame to create humans. It was like an eternal fire. That's what they say. Prometheus.
There we go.
But that's probably where we'll see more of it on 𝚪𝐵𝐹 because they follow Greek mythology or Norse mythology, right?
Yeah.
So they might have some access or knowledge to this eternal flame. I suspect Vegapunk probably has talked to like Loki, the king of the giants, right? Like, I think once we get to 𝚪𝐵𝐹 later this year, we're gonna start seeing like, Vegapunk actually had mad ties to this country.
You think we actually get to 𝚪𝐵𝐹 later this
Probably
year?
like November or December.
It's May, bro.
We're gonna get there.
It's May.
But all right. Anyway, let's hit some super chats, and then we're gonna get into the final part of the chapter. Guys, if you haven't liked the video yet, please like the video. I hope you guys are having a good time. I know there's a lot of theories out there right now. I hope you're enjoying our convos about it. So thank you so much for being here.
Yeah. We got another 5 from Ultra Mix. It says, if you had to, which would you rather wear in real life? A Hashira fit from Demon Slayer, Bleach Captain's fit, or the Admiral's fit?
I'm going Bleach Captain fit. Are you crazy? That Bleach Captain fit is tough, bro.
Yeah, I was thinking it's between I don't know what the other show he said.
Admiral fits are anything that they're wearing.
Yo,
they just have a cloak.
I'm not gonna lie,
They wear
them
suits,
Hashira fits be tough too, bro.
Wait, who?
Yo,
they fashionable.
My boy, what's his name with the twin sides or blades, whatever? Yo, I don't know if you got that far in Demon Slayer.
Nah, I've got to the part where the music Hashira has defeated that guy. Listen, bro, them Captain fits from Bleach is tough, bro.
They look good.
Like all of them looked good.
I will say that the fits in Bleach were pretty tough.
Yeah,
they were. Yeah. I was gonna do a poll, but I got it.
Tengen, yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah. We got another 10 from Julio Acesus. I probably said that wrong. It says, after chapter 113 and 114, 1113, 1114, what do you think really happened to God Valley? It seems that it wasn't the Mother Flame, but I think the fight there got so chaotic with Haki, the island was left destroyed.
That seems pretty reasonable. What you had Roger, Garp, and Rocks. And that's just like the big ones. And you also have Rayleaf, you also have Big Mom, you have Kaido, you have...
I feel like they would have created islands.
Whitebeard.
Like they would have created like mini islands out of that. That's why. Like there would be debris from that island. Right? Like if they broke it just with Haki.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have a good theory on why it doesn't exist anymore. I had one theory that the previous user of the dragon fruit lifted it up, and that's why it doesn't exist anymore. It's gone. Like he lifted it the way dragon.
I mean, it could
Kaido,
be a sky island.
Wait,
Kaido lifted it.
I mean, if Shinky's there, you wouldn't even need the dragon. He could just like send that flying.
But my theory is that God Valley is currently
crazy, bro.
No, he is.
It's currently at the Mary Jo. It's on the top there. So,
Yeah.
another 2 from Garbagey Fish. It says theory: Ashura was Suru's sneaky link. Wow, bro, that hurts. That hurts my heart right there. Cause that's real love, bro. You know
Who's
what I'm saying?
Ashura again?
Ashura Doji, Sentomaru. No, Shutenmaru, the fat one.
The one that
Pink
passed.
hair, the one who blew up.
The one that passed got blown up.
Oh, whack.
Yeah, nah, bro. She was holding it down.
Was who sneaky link?
Kinemon's wife.
Nah, shit, that's crazy.
Another 10 from Hio. It says, do you think the cover story will involve Blackbeard or Buggy while Blackbeard pirates would be fired? Buggy meeting up with Momo makes sense. Does it? They do know each other from their Roger days and he needs poneglyphs.
I do not care.
I'm good on a Buggy to Wano story.
I don't feel like that adds to the story at all.
Mihawk should be trying to make some pilgrimage there.
Nah, man.
Yeah, we
Go
gotta
for
make
it.
some haste on these.
Yeah. Another 10 from JD Cervantes. Cover theory. Yamato defends Wano from Blackbeard but fails and is forced to take to the seas to find Luffy, either riding with the fleet or Kid Law. To meet with Luffy, fully making Yamato a reflection of Odin. What do you think?
I don't like the way it sounds, but the ending was kind of...
Blackbeard beating Yamato ass. I'm with it. Another 10 from Death by Snoo. My wife's theory, Luffy's fruit is intuitive and shows things when the user is ready. The gears show up when Luffy is ready for them. If your body can't handle it, Gomu won't give you that power. Hashtag BBC. That's a little too convenient.
Yeah.
That's a little too convenient.
Or controlling.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that.
bro. Luffy came up with the gears.
Yeah, that's how like Luffy came
himself.
up with the gears.
Like, the fruit wasn't like, all right, let me sprinkle some gears on you now. Like, nah, I don't know if I like that. Another 2 from Kevin Rizzo. Who's watching the new Haikyuu movie?
I'm watching it.
Are you watching? You watch Haikyuu?
Yeah, I like it.
I didn't know that.
That's with the volleyball?
Yeah.
I
I
haven't
play
watched it
volleyball. I actually like volleyball a lot.
I haven't watched it yet.
I like female volleyball.
Yo, me too.
Bruh.
I was playing volleyball in DR. Anyway, another 5 from Cuddy Flam. Whose swagger is the best in the One Piece world? Super! I can do that terrible. Ow!
Swagger?
Swag, yeah.
Dofi.
It's probably Dofi.
I thought you didn't say crocodile, Sebastian.
Crocodile up there.
Crocodile couldn't rock that fit.
Wait, Dofi's fit?
Yeah, he couldn't do it. Couldn't pull it off.
One, the way Doflamingo walks
Dolphy can pull off
is not
Crocodile's
swag,
fit.
bro. The way he walks,
The fact that he pulls it off is what makes it swag, bro.
that walk is goofy,
Crazy.
bro.
Another 2 from Jonah Ruka. It says, been months since I've seen the live. Killing it 100.
You ain't
Thank
a true fan.
That's crazy, bro. Chill out.
Fake fan, bro.
Another 5 from Bill. Realistically, if Zoro and Mihawk fought right now, what diff is that fight? I'll go high.
Mihawk went in high diff.
I'll go
bro.
high, yeah. Another 280 from Scrappy. It says, if you could switch to any 2 main characters, who you picking and why?
Wait, switch?
Which switch?
Switch?
Yo, real talk, Yusuke and Luffy.
Wait, you mean like
What
switch?
do you mean they switch with the main characters?
They're just in the other person's series.
Yo,
So you're
legit-
taking Luffy, like
Putting
Luffy
him in
and-
the speed.
Yeah,
and
but
then the Yusuke.
Yeah, bro. I love Yusuke. He's my favorite main character of all time.
He was dope. I
He
like Yusuke a lot.
wouldn't act like Luffy acts.
Yeah.
He'd be
I don't
very
care,
different.
bro.
No, I'm saying it'd be a very different series. you
Yeah,
watch.
it would.
And so would Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
It'd be very different.
Yo, I don't care.
He'd be like, the thing is, Luffy wouldn't even die from saving that kid because he'd have his ability. Right? He'd be like,
Nah,
Whatever.
give Yusuke his ability.
that's what we doing all of that. All right.
Oh, when he has, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
I would like to see.
Luffy wouldn't care about Keiko at all. For real.
At
At least not in that way. He'd be like,
Wait, no,
all right.
are they living their lives or you're just switching them?
I'm putting Luffy as Luffy is in Yu Yu Hakusho.
So he's not like.
He only said main
used-
characters.
Yeah.
Cause I was like, I would like to see Zoro in One Punch Man.
He's not a main character, bro.
I know that's what
He's
I
a
said.
pretty main character.
That's what I said. It's only main characters.
I don't know.
All right, let's continue.
Yeah, I don't have one. Another 5 from Kremit. Want Iceberg's goal to make water... Wasn't Iceberg's goal to make Water 7 a ship and the sea train rails float? Yeah, it was, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
it was.
And I don't know how they floating. It's
I don't
made
know,
up
bro.
science.
Another 8 from your boy Shimmy. What's up, gang, from Australia?
Oi.
Come on. Who you got? Egghead Straw Hat Crew versus Marine Ford Whitebeard Crew. Okay, are we counting the Grand Fleet?
I got Wano Straw Hat Crew.
Not even Egghead. Wano.
Let me consider the Wano version stronger for
they're
whatever
so
reason.
much stronger, bro.
Oh my god.
Let's get 2 more in, and then we're gonna.
I got
do
the Straw Hat Crew.
Cuddy Flam gifted a membership to somebody. I don't know who got it, but
Thank you, Cuddy.
throw a W in the chat for
Giving
it.
some Cuddy out there.
Yep. Another 10 from Project Iceman. Hey guys, just did my week 4K. The 𝗁𝐴's reaction to Vega's reveal makes me wonder if the raise in water is on purpose again. And now I wonder if the flood is related to their great cleansing plan. We were just discussing this a little bit, whether it's intentional or not.
Yeah, we kind of ended this.
It's a little too early to tell, but maybe.
Yeah.
Another 5 from 𝗏𝗏𝗫. What if Top Musica from Film Red was used to foreshadow and the 𝗁𝐴 has to be attacked simultaneously to take the real damage or they share a life force? That's possible. I don't know if I would like that.
Yeah.
Because now you're doing a lot of group fights versus 1v1s, and that's just not how One Piece is.
Yeah. We're going to get back to the chapter, guys, so we could just finish it, and then we'll finish up on the super chats. Promise. I just want to get to this. If you haven't liked the video yet, please like the video. If you guys haven't gave us 5 stars on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, please do. Leave a nice message. All right. Finally, Vegapunk says to allow him to explain just what is happening to our world. The Iron Giant continues to walk through the island, and the Marines can't make it flinch. Dory, Bragi, and Luffy are running from St. Warkery. Vegapunk continues on. 900 to 800 years ago, there was a void. We see a silhouette of Emu. Celestial dragons yell out to stop Vegapunk from talking. Vegapunk says they call that period the Void Century. The only way to know this piece of history is to find the poneglyphs scattered across the world and decipher them. We see Saint Shalria confused. She doesn't know what the Void Century is. Then we get confirmation that Jaguar D's soul is actually alive, and he starts laughing while listening in. In Orangetown, we see Mayor Boodle and Chuchu. This little girl, forgot her name if it was mentioned, mentioned that long ago the 20 kings created the world. Vegapunk doesn't know that? Vegapunk continues. Even though the world government has made it a crime to decipher these contents on the poneglyphs, he chose to do so anyway, and that was his second sin. Through the studies and poneglyphs he has received from the deceased Oharians, he continued to do their research, and he regrets none of it. Amazonians are listening in, and so is Robin. Nami notices the sky cloud extending. Brooke mentions this must be Edison's doing. If the clouds stretch out farther, then the ship will land into the water. Edison's damaged. He says for the Straw Hats to get away and don't let the world government stop them. Vegapunk continues. History tells a story. What he knows is an incomplete story of the Void Century. It'd be wrong for him to fill in the blanks with only speculation, but he'll give some truths. The main character of this story was born into an impossibly advanced kingdom 900 years ago. Like the sun god Nika in Elbaf's legend, this person fought with a stretched body, and his name was Joy Boy. Joy Boy was also the first pirate of the sea. What's your final thoughts on this? And we'll end it with Law.
Yeah. So, right here. This is what I was talking about before, where I think I don't know if the Celestial Dragons all know, but we know that she doesn't know. Because all the way they're mouthing off, why would they feel like they need to end Vegapunk so violently?
I probably think he's annoying, bro.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm chilling one day and this random dude just starts
Takes over the
yapping.
TV.
Yeah, bro, I'm watching my shows.
It could be that.
Yeah.
It
I
could
think
be
you
that.
gotta look at them as more of like selfish, bro.
You're thinking that they're more than they are right now.
I'm just saying that I think they know some of them may know, because like you're teaching us certain history, right? Like a standard of like education for the Celestial Dragons. I'm thinking this story is shared among them. You know,
It ain't.
It's not.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
The farthest that we know Celestial Dragons are taught is that the D clan are evil monsters.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
confirmed by Corazon.
Yeah. Okay. So what I'm gonna go here is mostly focused because we don't have a lot of time. Is that I'm so happy because I think I'm gonna say all call this, but this is what I wanted because it seemed like we got confirmation that Nika and Joy Boy are two different people. That's how I read it.
Yeah, we've been said it too.
Yeah. I'm so happy because I didn't want them to be the same person. I wanted Nika to be something separate, and then I wanted Joy Boy. So it looks like Nika is. I find very interesting because he's supposed to be like the 𝗯𝐵𝐴𝐻, like I don't know. I guess they're like 𝗯𝐵𝐴𝐻.
I hate y'all, bro. He said 𝗯𝐵𝐴𝐻.
Shut up. 𝗯𝐵𝐴𝐻s. Whatchamacallit, like. Why'd you look at me? I don't want to say like God figure or whatever, but whatever. Because that's also like, the Buccaneers. So it shows how the Buccaneers may be like descendants of, or some type of relation between the Buccaneers and the Giants. But we see like that's their legend, the Giants legend or God figure. But then you see Joy Boy, right? So it's like because it hasn't been awakened in 800 years. He's the one that ate the fruit and then probably first awakened it since it came into a fruit from Nika, right? That's your understanding. So what I'm bringing here is like we found out now is that Joy Boy was the first pirate, right? So I want to go back to because I know we read that one of the things that the girl say does not want to know about us to know about the ancient kingdom, the world, is that their ideas, right? So it goes into what I think of. You talk about a great cleansing that they wanted to do, and how they view themselves as superior and they want things for themselves, the celestial dragons, right? So I kind of feel like I don't know if they knew this beforehand, but I thought a part of why Joy became a pirate is because he, in a way, knew that the world was going to sink. Because if you're on a ship, not on an island living, right, you're relatively not protected, but ships are going to float. Yes, they can be overrun, but if you have a good navigator, that's showing how strong navigation shows in One Piece. Like we saw Nami, like how good she's at navigating. You could avoid certain things because the ship's going to rise with it, right? But if you take to the seas, it only, piracy also represents freedom, right? Freedom and able to take to the seas. But if the world government or the celestial dragons or Gorosei, whatever, want to like control that or end other people for whatever reason, right? So I kind of feel like the 20 kingdoms allied because the ancient kingdom was, to talk about how advanced they were, could have found this out for themselves, right? And tried saying, we should all take to the seas. And the world government, or the 20 kingdoms at the time, fought against that. Like, no, we got to end them all because we want to, shape the world the way we want to, right? So I kind of feel like that piracy is a way to, survive the flooding, right? Where the Gorosei, because they're so against piracy from the get, they want no one to become a pirate, right? So I kind of feel like the piracy was in a way to survive the flooding, and the Gorosei want to end piracy, and they think that's a great sin. Like everyone who marks as a pirate, you're automatically an enemy of the world government, right? And I think it came from them knowing this secret, or Joy Boy, the ancient kingdom, knowing to see it to become pirates as to avoid or possibly survive the flooding. And I feel like the ancient kingdom, since it's still just Joy Boy, right, that he is in a way the first venture out to this one to see if it's possible to survive it, like a testing to see if this is something that we should do, right? I also believe that Joy Boy is part of the D family, right? I think it would be kind of stupid if his name is Joy D Boy. I kind of feel like it's going to be, to say the last name first, whatever.
Like there's going to be another name,
yeah,
D Joy Boy.
And I started thinking about how would I feel if it was like Monkey D Joy Boy, right? I'm not sure if I would like that because how, for example, Oda already skipped that route with the Roger thing. Right, he didn't make Luffy Roger's son. He made Ace did, but he could fill this again by making the Monkey Clan part of Joy Boy's line. It just skipped all the way to Luffy, Garp, Dragon, and Luffy. Right, but I feel like it would be cool if it was a different family, right? Or I thought if it could even be like part of Dragon's line, Roger's line or something. But I kind of feel like he's going to be a D, and we're going to get his full name eventually. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
All right, Lionel?
I know we're all going to be probably talking about the first pirate and stuff. And that could be anything. But the main thing I want to understand, and especially he made a character significant, but we don't know anything about him. where does Rocks play a role in this? That's what I'm mostly thinking. Like, for instance, like we got Odin, for instance. Like, he was the second, like, brother to Whitebeard or whatever. And like, okay, he's cool, he was a conqueror, whatever. Then we started realizing he has actually a lot to do with Raftel, like helping Roger, him being his lineage, the poneglyphs. He actually was able to write them in his voice for all things. Like, he played a big, like, we didn't think he was that guy until we see his background. We saw his story. Yo, you actually have a major role in the One Piece story. You're very significant. You are. And I'm thinking he gave us Odin. That happened. But later on, he gave us Rocks. 𝘆𝐶𝑒𝐿, captain of the Rocks Pirates, and he's all this, but we don't know why give us a character now who's like, we find out, because we all thought Whitebeard was Roger's greatest rival. No, it wasn't Whitebeard, it was Rocks. Rocks actually was one that linking to Emu, wants to be king of the world maybe, or he's doing things that the world government say they're taboo. And I'm thinking, why give us this character now? And I figure that he, to me, has to have a big, or he's going to be like just how Odin played a major part in revealing a lot with Roger and pretty much in the Raftel. I think Rocks might have a major role than we think he has. Like, we probably just thought, he's Roger's greatest enemy, he's strong, he's all this. No, he actually might have a bigger impact in the One Piece world than we give credit to. Basically, because again, why, like, so late in the time he gave us Rocks. Just like how Odin was so late in time, but now they play such a major role. Rocks has to have something. I'm not saying he's like, with Joy Boy, he's like Rocks the Joy Boy or Zebek the Joy Boy. I'm not saying they're connected, I don't know. But he has to have a major role in the fact that, again, him being also a pirate, him being taboo, something probably even the Joy Boy, they view Joy Boy doing some taboo stuff. Because they pretty much took him, nobody knows about Joy Boy at all. Just how nobody knows about Rocks until it's being clarified by certain people who may have that knowledge, like Kaido, like Robin, who's also a person who read the poneglyphs. I don't know if Rocks read the poneglyphs either, but the fact that they're somehow connected, and that's something, again, such a lengthy game to give such a character, he has to play a major role. And I don't know if he's also lineage from the ancient kingdom. I don't know. We don't know anything about that, but it just made me think of what was the point of Rocks, and he has to have a major role in feeling something that, and that's also made me think of pretty much their connection. We were thinking like maybe Roger and Rocks fought each other, and that's why he pretty much wanted to see Roger and fight him. But it could be another reason why Roger wanted to see Rocks, something we don't know about. Maybe Roger found something at Lodestar that maybe connected something that he wanted to talk to Rocks about. Again, we don't know. The fact that Roger and Rocks were both doing taboos with world government. Rocks doing his own thing, and Roger's doing his own thing. Some of them have to be connected in some way. And also, answering that question, I think when Rocks passed, I think Roger got angry and got upset, and one of the reasons why God Valley is destroyed. I think Roger, because the fact that Garp mentioned pretty much that when Roger, he gets so angry that even kingdoms couldn't, like, he would take down kingdoms. The fact that Garp said that shows that he most likely witnessed that itself. And I think that could have been the cause of how big and important Rocks was. And Rocks passing, Roger got angry and stuff went down. Like, stuff was already going down, but it even got even crazier. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not focusing more on the Joe Boy things, that we all have our own first pirate thing, but that's what I was mostly focused on. Who is Rocks and what is connection? What is his connection? But yeah.
All right, Seb?
All right, Lionel and Lawrence both kind of touched on something here that I thought about when I read this chapter. And it's the thing that the world government does best, and highlighted by this panel that I'm looking at with Saul and Robin here and this celestial dragon lady, it's information suppression. That's what they do the best. That's what they do the apex. That's why they're able to maintain this level of power for this long. This void century, the celestial dragons have lived on top of Mary Joa for decades, hundreds and hundreds of years, centuries. And this woman has no idea what they're talking about. It's like the focal point of everything that, like, Enies Lobby was about. It was what turned One Piece on its head for most of the people who read it. And this lady who's in, like, the most powerful section of the world is like, what that is? I don't know what that is. What you talking about? And it's like, that's insane to me. But like I was just talking about, they suppressed Rocks. Most of the world doesn't know what rocks is. Most of the world has no idea who Joy Boy is. Most of the world has no idea who most of this stuff is because they suppress information to this degree. And even adding on top of that, they have misinformation. This little girl highlighting that same point. The 20 Kings did this. Doesn't he know that? You know what I'm saying? I was like, it was just, to me, it was like an impressive metaphor. And y'all bringing it out made me think of it again. But, and it also is the whole point of his second sin, learning information. Like that whole section is the highlighting, this is what the world government does, and this is how they do it. Just hammering that point in. Joy Boy being, and I was gonna talk about Edison, but we don't have enough time for all that. Joy Boy being the first pirate, it made me think of the Pangea theory that the world used to be all connected, right? Where there probably wasn't as many ships, wasn't as many people looking to sail the seas because they had this crazy advanced technology, and it reminded me of Odin. I think other people brought it up, but like Odin lives in Wano. They basically have everything he would need, but he was like, I want to see what the outside world looks like. If you have this advanced technology and it's on this one plot of land, but there is something on the horizon, curious minds are going to wonder, like, what's out there? And it made me think of like how sailors or back in the day used to say that, the world is flat. Like, maybe Joy Boy was that first person, like, nah, it might be round. Like, we should go check it out. We should go to the edge of the world to see what it is. You know what I mean? And the only way he could do that was to get on a ship, because there was water. So, the thing is, though, in One Piece, pirating is romanticized. Where, typically, when people desire to be a pirate, it's from some urge for freedom, some urge to not be restricted. In a way, I assume Joy Boy is in that same light. It could be something completely different, but I assume it's in that same, this is too restricted. The same way Odin was like, Wano's too restricted. I need to do that. And that would be foreshadowing. Oda does that all the time. But I'm wondering, like, could it possibly be that Oda flips that on his head? To be Joy Boy isn't that. It's something else. But most likely it is that. I assume it's that, but it would be interesting to see if it's something different. I also thought it was funny the way Luffy was attacking. Like, Vegapunk's giving this speech about the first pirate and how he was like Luffy, and Luffy's doing like Luffy's typical hijinks, funny stuff, and making us laugh and all that. So I thought that was great. My mind went to, are we getting Ancient Kingdom flashback right now? Are we about to jump into the pirate called Joy Boy right now? And are we ready for that as a community? Because I don't know that I'm ready. The same way that Larry and y'all was like, chill out with the information we get. We're still not getting too much yet, to me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still fine with this. Are we jumping into the Ancient Kingdom right now? Because it seems like we are. Vegapunk, but the thing is, he already said, like, I don't have all the information.
Yeah. But
I'm gonna tell y'all what I know. That's fact. So I don't think it ends here. Like this, if somebody stopped here and said all the things he just said and stopped here, like, bro, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
This doesn't mean anything to me. So like, what else is Vegapunk about to say? What is this sections of truth that he has that he could tell us? And we already got potentially the best flashback in One Piece in this arc with Kuma.
Yeah.
Could Oda really double back and go, nah, I got 2 more for you? Like, nah, I got more for you right now. And what we even wanted? Like, we're in the climax of this.
And the funny, he kind of did it in Dressrosa.
Bro.
Like, he kind of did it then.
Double flashback.
But this is more impactful.
We talking about Ancient Kingdom.
But that's what I'm
Joy
saying.
Boy.
He did something similar, but this is more impactful. Like, this is connecting the big One Piece world. Well, those are just little flashbacks. And maybe a little connection with Doflamingo and Law and with Senior Pink. No. Is it Senior
Pink?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And besides Kairos, but there was a lot of flashbacks in Dressrosa. So.
Amen. Triple flashback.
I just thought of something, but I already went. So
just talk,
if it's
bro.
quick, yeah, just say it.
I honestly just thought of something where I'm gonna say it in this way: Joy Boy started the fire. What I mean is, like, I kind of feel like, you know how they keep saying 20 kingdoms, 20 kingdoms? What if it was 21? The ancient kingdom was part of it, and then Joy Boy kind of sparked the fire. Because when you said that he usually wanted to break free like Odin, that Joy Boy in a way was the cause of the war. Why this all happened. They were all cool, then Joy Boy started tripping. You know?
All the kingdoms lived in harmony until Joy Boy attacked.
I'm not saying like fully attacked, but he did something. And I kind of feel like I started thinking, for example, remember we kind of like, where did the ancient kingdoms and the celestial dragons, like with Lilith, right? I kind of feel like, what if she also became Joy Boy's wife? You know? That's also how she probably, I don't know if that works that way. No pun intended, because I know Yatu inherited the D from Joy Boy, right? In the name wise, but I kind of feel like something he did, because I thought of like he thought it was going some way, and then remember he started apologizing, right? Apologizing because I think things went south, not the way he kind of wanted it to go.
He said, "Oh, my fault, y'all."
You know,
my bad.
So I kind of feel like, what if he is because of him that this war kind of started? He had to do something. Not saying justifying obviously what they did, but I kind of feel like, because I kind of the way Eames was talking about like Lilith and all that stuff, it kind of seemed like a betrayal was happening, or a betrayal happened, and how he views the D. Like they don't even know what the D name means, the meaning of this name, what is the purpose of it, right? Yeah. So I kind of feel like they knew about each other, they were allies about something, you know. And I think we kind of got a glimpse of that back with the whole what was it, the Shandorians, and how the war on Skype. How everyone was kind of allied together, then a war broke out, right? I kind of feel like that foreshadowed what kind of took place in the Ancient Kingdom, the Void Century.
Yeah.
I think the Birkins and all that, but yeah, I think because Oda always foreshadows and kind of shows that this what happened here, but on a grander scale, this happened here. We saw with Dracula, Skype, all that stuff.
Do you saying that because they fought in Skype and Starlight? They fought in Skype for land. Like for that piece of Earth. What if it was for the eternal power?
Yeah.
They discovered that thing exists, and who doesn't want in one piece of eternal power? So that's the reason why the war started. And that's why the Gorse are so officiated on getting the power or the Mother Flame that's a replica of that eternal power that they lost or somehow it's somewhere we don't know.
Yeah.
What if the Mother Flame is just their mom's DNA, bro?
Like Big Mom? What? Like. What are you talking about?
You said,
what's going on with you, bro? I think you guys touched on everything, bro, to be honest. I think the only thing I could add would be to Kangaroo Pouch with Lawrence. I mentioned a while ago that there had to be a reason why the 20 kingdoms linked up and decided, let's take out the Ancient Kingdom. I think Vegapunk's showing us right now that if their technology was impossibly advanced and they're going to the moon, they have the Birkins creating Uranus, ancient shipwrights are in cahoots with them too, the Mink tribe is there, they're specialized in abilities. They have so much going on that you would kind of seem insignificant. Now, here's the tricky part, and this is where it's going to get a little loopy. We always talk about Luffy, that he has no regard for anybody, right? It could be his personality, but the personality aspect of Luffy is why the Devil Fruit is attracted to him. So I would suggest that Joy Boy is going to be very similar to what Luffy is, right? They're going to have somewhat the same goals as well, right? Mm-hmm. He might be a little smarter, but I think overall it's the reckless behavior, it's the abandonment of consideration for others except the people that he's cool with.
Right.
So when he decided to become this pirate, which Odin kind of did, right? Odin also didn't care for others as well. He was like, I just want to go out and do my thing. They might have, like, the kingdoms might have saw that as like, we might have to worry about this person that exists on this futuristic island that we just can't compete with. We just don't have what they have, right? They have 3 ancient weapons, possibly, and we have to somehow deal with that. And I don't think they ever viewed Joy Boy in the sense of he's a true threat. Maybe the D clan, which did most likely spawn from Joy Boy and whoever else was a part of it, the D clan also has somebody like Blackbeard Teaches type of Ds, right? Like maybe there was a D clan member that probably went against everything that the ancient kingdom stood for in order to gain their own type of ambitions, the same way Judas did with Jesus, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but he's the one that betrayed,
Judas.
Jesus. He betrayed Jesus
For greed. Yeah, he was greedy.
So it's like, I'm not saying Luffy or Joy Boy is this Jesus-like figure. I'm just using it as a reference that Oda used it as a reference, where Joy Boy is, this person that holds significance in the world. People around him are connected to him, but then there's this one person that's just, against him. Maybe that person ended up helping out the 20 kingdoms and told them how to beat everybody. So we start to notice that maybe the Birkins who created Uranus ended up leaving. The ancient shipwrights didn't want to build for them anymore. Yada yada. Maybe Poseidon was cool with Joy Boy, but was also like, you know what? I don't want to, you're not fulfilling the promise, like whatever. And then they link up and then they start destroying the ancient kingdom. And this is why Joy Boy reached out to other people and became the first pirate, because he probably heard, these guys are trying to take us out. Maybe we need to recruit allies. We've seen Luffy go out and go, I need to find this person. I need to find this person. I need to find this person, because I just can't do those things. Maybe Joy Boy did the same thing before certain people turned on him or whatever. Maybe they were that actual of a threat. And then this is where it comes into the Vegapunk factor. Because he creates things, it's not necessarily good or evil, right? What if, and I used this idea before, what if the 20 kingdoms were like, this ancient kingdom, they could probably destroy everybody. Like, they have technology that could kill, they can murk everybody. And plus, we got this flood coming. It's like, they're not helping us either. So we're going to need some type of tech. We're going to need some type of land. We got to make moves. And then Vegapunk earlier, I think like 2 chapters ago, he said, the people that have come after me or has taken me out, I can't necessarily say they're evil or not. And I've brought up that question before. Are the 20 kingdoms at that point truly evil like they are now? Maybe they're painted this way now because it's been 800 years. They've been in power. Power corrupts people. But it's like, how were they before? Were they good people?
Larry deep down emo gang, bro.
And it's like, maybe even emo at one point was betrayed because they were told by Lily, Nefertari, or Joy Boy himself that, we would help you out. And then they went against that word. Joy Boy didn't fulfill his promise to the fishermen. Why wouldn't he fulfill his promise to the 20 kingdoms? So it's like, I think that's where we start to get into that aspect where, like, Attack on Titan did it beautifully. They show one people are evil, and then they show, these people are evil too. 2 evils aren't necessarily good, right? Even if there's one lesser than the other, they're both evil. So it's like, I hope Oda brings us to that question. Who's right?
Right.
And it questions your morality, because the best times you've ever consumed some type of information, you have to ultimately question yourself, what would I do? Would I be on the 20 Kingdom side, even though I knew it would lead to this result, or would I be on Joy Boy's side and then they perish anyway?
Yeah.
So that's a tough question to ask yourself. And I think Vegapunk saying, I don't know the details, dog. That's why Rayleigh said, I could tell you what I think happened. It's how you perceive what happened. But ultimately, Vegapunk's like, I don't know what happened. But here's the facts. This is the Ancient Kingdom's name. This is Joy Boy. This is what happened. Everything else in between that, you got to decide for yourself. And Robin is going to be the person to be like, all right, I have all the information now. I know what happened during that moment. This is the truth.
I wonder what percentage Vegapunk knows. He didn't give a percentage. It wasn't like, I know 10%. I know 50%. I know.
I'll go off the dome. He probably knows 20%, dog. I'm going to be real. Because even Rayleigh and them, I don't know if they were able to read all the poneglyphs. Because they only had Odin for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, they got the road poneglyphs.
We don't know if Roger been to Alabasta.
And then they got whatever's on there. They said that they know the whole history, though.
I'd be surprised if they knew the whole history, because then there would be no need for Robin. You know what I'm saying?
No, there's somebody who could read the poneglyphs or whatever.
I should re-say this. there wouldn't be a need for him to be like, you would have to decide on your own what this means. I think Robin's going to give us the absolute truth.
No, but like you said, you can know the whole history. Your interpretation is what you make of what the information is. Like you said, do you view the world government as evil for what they did? Pretend, like, you know what I mean? Like, there could just be that nuance that maybe Reddit was like, yeah, I did the same thing if I was Emu. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you don't know. But, I don't know.
It's funny you bring that up because I was bringing this up, the episode where, like, you're in Puerto Rico. I brought that up because the same thing that 𝗵𝐻 read all the stuff that he knows what the people in O'Hara know, right? And then even with that knowledge, he says the person who's trying to take me out, which I believe is like, he knows what 𝗲𝐻𝐻𝐽 or whatever. I mean, he may not know exactly who Emu is, but he knows the 𝗲𝐻𝐻𝐽. But he's trying to say they're not necessarily evil, even though he's read that.
I still think that he was referring to Luffy with that.
Right?
Yeah.
And then one more thing, and then Lionel brought out other good point. So he read the, he knows the what the O'Hara knows, and then says this point, and then Lionel mentions, it's true that deep down inside, there's a part of him that wants to be a 𝗲𝐻𝐻𝐽 member, York. So it's like, what does that tell us about 𝗵𝐻 or the Void Sentry?
You know what's interesting too? Why would Emu keep the Joy Boy hat? You know what I'm saying? Is it just like, yo, I'm petty, like this is my enemy, I'm keeping this as a souvenir? Or was it, yo, times are changing again, and I remember this before with you, and I hate you for not fulfilling this promise. We hate fishermen because they will become the rulers if the sea is sinking. What happened with the pitchers? He sliced up the D-Clan people, put a knife through Shirahoshi, and then he went down and visited the Joy Boy hat. So it's like remembering a time of maybe betrayal, because at the end of the day, it's like, yo, what? Like, we gotta choose.
Yeah, he's like, history's about to repeat itself. Like,
yeah, and the true catalyst to this all is something that they couldn't control. It's like, yo, the world is sinking, bro, and it was probably, and I'll tell you this, if it turns out that Uranus is the reason why the world ended up becoming started sinking. It's because the Birkins used Uranus to create that hole, which ended up sprouting all these knock-up streams. So it's your fault for sinking the planet anyway. And y'all did this by mistake. Like, cool. Or it could be...
Or it was on purpose.
Or it was on purpose by that certain D-Clan member. I'm just going off color.
No, I know.
But it's like...
It made me think, too. Do you think the fruit actually made Joy Boy want to take the sea? Because you know how it has like a will, like But I started to say now, what if the fruit was like compelled him, yo, become a pirate, take the sea?
Listen, man.
I don't know if I would like that either.
Yeah, but guys, we're not gonna be able to do phone calls.
Yeah, this was a chapter I didn't think it was gonna happen, but I'm gonna be real. This is too much.
And there's still much to say too, but we don't have time like that.
All right, we have some super chats. Let's go for them.
Yeah, we got $5 from ZCF Inc. It says, another week, another chapter. Dragon ain't do nothing. I need packed up. Hashtag smoking on dragon. Hashtag BBL Drizzy. Hashtag smoking on kid. Hashtag Seb a racist against fishmen. All right, bro.
You did blow past him, bro.
Another 5 from Mama Kid. Who wins pre-time skip Sanji or Shippuden Rock Lee? Hashtag free Dofi. He innocent. I'm going Sanji.
I'm gonna go Rock Lee. Those weights were crazy, bro.
Come on, bro.
Sanji.
We got another 2 from Girthy Poppy. It says, who the girthiest straw hat? Hashtag girth is a mentality. Luffy.
Chopper. He got that thing on him.
And if he don't, he got pills to pop him anyway. That
honey pack.
Another 5 from Jonah Ruka. It says, years ago, Oda mentioned that he was saving the classic pirate eye patch for a certain character. Could this be the first ever pirate Joy Boy? I 100% agree with that. Yeah. It's either Joy Boy or Luffy to me. And I was watching the episode y'all did yesterday or last week. I wanted to be like, "Yo, it's Joy Boy," but I was watching it after y'all already.
He was yelling at the TV like we were watching Dora the Explorer.
I was like, "Yo, it's Joy Boy."
It's gonna be the man with the burn scar, bro.
That could be Joy Boy too. Another 10 from Kirby. It says, "Crazy ad theory. The next set of ancient weapons will be Nika's weapons when we see what we see in 𝗏𝗏's mention of him. The names probably coincide with the rest of the planets, like Uranus and Pluton, maybe Terra for the sword and Jupiter for the spear. Will we find more ancient weapons in the future? Hashtag Bold Book Club on top." On top, yeah. Hashtag like the stream. Thank you, Kirby. Maybe. Those are some pretty complex thought processes there, I'll be honest with you. I don't know what we would name the weapons. You said Terra and Jupiter.
For Nika's spear and sword?
For them to be
But we
the
already have
ancient
Jupiter.
weapons.
We already have Jupiter as
Yeah.
Ethan, so it wouldn't, I don't think it'll be.
Another 2 from Maki Jiro. Twins. Hito no Mi model Samson or Adam.
Samson or Adam? You talking about Bible characters?
Yeah.
Definitely not Adam.
Yeah,
no one
bro.
chooses Adam.
Nah, bro.
No one
What you
chooses
mean? Adam was perfect.
Dude, Samson, bro.
Until he wasn't, all right? Until he rebelled
You,
against
but
God.
you
and
ate the
said-
fruit. So it's on you.
Adam ate the fruit, bro. What you
No,
mean?
I'm saying you ate the Adam fruit now.
I ain't no
Listen,
Adam
bro.
fruit.
Eve had to be
She had
something
to.
else, bro. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, they both lost because of a woman, honestly. Samson and Adam, they both gave into it.
So you saying the women are the root of
No,
all
I
evil?
didn't.
Damn, bro.
Dude, that's wild.
That's what it sounded
No, I
like.
didn't say that. Don't say that.
You
I
really
just
said
know
the
that.
root of all evil.
No,
is
you
women.
said that. Those words
That's
did
crazy.
not come out of my mouth.
Another 10 from our guy Nerdtaku. It says, "Quit dodging my package, Larry. You know you want it." Hey, yo.
That was a pause.
Theory. The Gorosei are like venom symbiotes from the host emu. They don't have devil fruits. They can manipulate and heal their forms. They're a hive mind. I actually rock with that pretty heavy.
You have to
It's pretty crazy. Like, how? That's all I want to know is how.
If Vegapunk can create satellites, why can't emu? Another 2 from Girthy Poppy. It says, "Why you always hiding them bewitching eyes at law? Sad face."
He doesn't want to put any. He likes Cyclops.
Oh, man. Another 10 from Kremet. It says, to add to what Connor said earlier in the pod, essentially the Mother Flame might be near limitless energy like the sun, fixing Luffy's stamina and pushing Luffy closer to Sun God.
I don't like that.
That's the theory. I've
Him
seen people
eating
say
it, right?
Luffy
I don't like
eats
that.
it before.
Don't do that.
Bro, you need your main character to be able to get his ass beat, bro. You need that. If he's just broken, bro.
That's not even my problem with that. To me, it's like he's relying on the flame to fix his weakness.
Yeah, bro, fix your
That's not
weaknesses
very
yourselves,
Conqueror
bro.
like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro, fix your weakness.
Yeah.
That's what Blackbeard would do. Yo, Blackbeard need to eat the motherfucker. Another 5.
That would be crazy.
Another 5 from one of it. It says, if they were to fight at the end of the series, who would win, Sabo or Kobe?
Kobe.
I'm gonna
I
go
don't
Sabo.
know, bro. Who knows how strong these people are at the end of the series? Who knows if Sabo's even still alive, bro?
I can see Ian taking him out, in all honesty.
That would be crazy. Bring it.
You gotta take out a
Ace
Kaido, bro.
2.0. Oh, please don't. Another 10 from
Telling you,
Nerdtaku.
bro.
They also seem to have transformed into throne room in the throne room by Emu's will. As well, Mercury changing his tusks into a sword. The Gorosei are just extensions of Emu's power. Hashtag Mr. Worldwide. Hashtag receive my package. Hashtag Trollseb. Yo, I can see it, Taku. Do a video on it. You probably already did, bro.
Only thing I have about, because it seems crazy, is why is he calling in when you could just speak to the link how they all do? Because he calls them on the Dendemushi. I want Lilith, I want Viv. I want the Mother Flame. Why are you calling them up? You could just do it technically. That's my only thing.
Telepathically.
Yeah, telepathically.
Maybe Emu's old school, bro.
He's like, I want to hear your voice.
We pay all this damn money for the phone line.
Verizon, running my bill up. You know we don't got minutes until that time.
We We got another 2 from Girthy Poppy again. Mommy Flame is essence of Opie Honey's thighs rubbing. I read you said that earlier, Girthy. I feel it, bro. I feel it.
Whose thighs?
Just One Piece honeys, like the women.
Y'all crazy. Bro.
That was Girthy's 5th super chat, so thank you. Another 2.
Give me your energy.
Share your energy with me.
That flame got a stink.
Come on, man.
Flame got a stink.
Another
bro.
2 from Voidlock. It says Mother Flame could be a part of Nika's fruit. Yeah, it could be. Another 2 from Mike Super. Marv, let me fly or whatever Marky Mark said. Another 5 from Diamond Life. What if the first user of Big Mom's fruit sacrificed her life to make a homie from the sun and used the eternal lifespan to provide an energy source? That would be wild. How did you get it, though? Like, how did you, like...
Yo, they would have came after Mother Caramel, bro.
Yeah, bro.
They knew she had it.
Yeah. Another 5 from B-Man. It says, I caught up to One Piece around a month ago and a half ago, and I've been watching y'all since. Y'all make One Piece even better than it already is. Love y'all. Thank you.
Thank you, bro.
Another 2 from Digital Keb. Will the next chapter start with Joy Boy wearing an eye patch? We were just talking about that. Maybe. That would be pretty cool. Another 2 from Kevin. No super chat attached. Next time, let us know your thoughts. We got another subscription to 𝘶𝑖 status from B-Man. Enjoy all the emojis that come with being a warlord. Another 5 from Mama Kid. How do you guys think Boy Boy uses Devil Fruit powers? Do you think he used gears like Luffy or use it a different way?
I hope he uses it a different way.
I don't think he's
that
used
would be
gears at
so
all.
dope.
I don't think he used gears at all. I think he's going full Toon Force, though. Like, I think it's going to be...
Like he awakened just like that?
Dude, the Devil Fruit itself is this. Luffy got... You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't envision he was like a Gear 2.
Yeah, I think
That's a Luffy thing.
The only thing is, he might be a little conservative. Because when we saw him in the silhouette with Odahime's flashback, he had like a robe on, kind of. And he was skinny.
The other piece...
He didn't look like a giant. I thought he was going to be a giant.
I
mean, he could probably still be a giant.
The other thing is, he lives in a world where they have crazy technology. So, like, his imagination is however far... like 1,000 years in the future of technology or whatever. What did Vegapunk say? 500 years in the future.
His mind is,
and they're more advanced than him.
Yeah.
So like, they got laser beams or like they could have all types of crazy technology that he's bouncing off of his ideas. So
that's one of the things I want to bring up, like, because he's gonna be a Toon but different from Luffy. Like, what type of Toon or person is going to be?
Put it this way.
That's how
Luffy existed for however long he existed, and the Gorosei were like, that's not the Nika fruit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, whatever that's not it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Whatever Joy Boy was doing is what Luffy's doing now, but on some other level. To me, anyway.
The only thing I think we can see in common is him making his limbs huge.
But the thing is, they brought it up in the Wikipedia, in One Piece Wikipedia. When the Gorosei see Luffy, they don't think Joy Boy at all. They immediately think Nika.
Yeah.
While the elephant, she sees Luffy or feels it, she thinks of Joy Boy. Like, that's what, like, they don't associate Joy Boy fully to Nika like that.
Because I think Nika's their real enemy. Joy Boy was just...
Joy Boy just like a pretender.
Wow.
He apologized, dog. We got another 10 from 3, 4, 5. I don't know what all this is. It's back. I don't know what that is. Teach isn't a real D. I think he is inspired by Rox's actions. He names his ship after him, made Rox Island his base, and his attempt to take over the world, plus what other D begged for their life. It's good points. It's good points. Another 2 from Kevin. It says, what do you guys think the name of the ancient kingdom is? I said it a couple episodes ago that I think it's Atlantis. I don't know if I still think that, but that's where my theory goes, that it's Atlantis.
Not sure.
Another month membership to Nakama status from Off-Brand. I need one more stream this week. Hashtag Nami for Conqueror.
No.
We gotta talk about doing the 50 takes. Another 2 from Cuddy Flam. The One Piece is Nami's cheeks. Another 5.
She ain't got much.
Another 5 from Terrence Matthews. I think that other than the Gorosei, even the people who know about Sun God Nika don't know what that's. There's a Nika fruit. It's probably true. Another 7 from Ayub. How do you want Luffy and Shanks to meet for the first time? Like how Whitebeard and Roger did and just fight without talking, or just start partying? Definitely need to fight.
Party first.
I'd rather it be beef than anything.
Party first, fight after.
Beef first, fight then.
It's
then
gonna
party.
be party,
No
fight,
party.
then party.
Yeah.
Clip shanks. They don't never meet. Another 10 from 10 months from JT. Man with the burn scar equals the man with the eye patch. Maybe.
That's what I said. Yep.
They're all just Joy Boy. Another 10 Canadian from Jason Berner. It says, what if all the ancient kingdom was isolated and had no connection with each other, and then all the kingdoms was isolated or had no connection with each other, and then Joy Boy came and started changing the view of those islands to be more free or whatever.
That could be it too.
That could be it too. But I don't think that would bring such animosity. Maybe not. Maybe so. Another 2 from Cuddy Flam. What dough fruit fits Frankie best?
Kids fruit.
Yeah. I think he'll utilize it better.
Yeah. Level 101, level 001, join Yako status. Enjoy all the emojis that come with being Yako. Another 2 from Anthony. That is dubbed that Anthony Peace Talk. What? This is now dubbed. They were having a conversation about Anthony's in the chat. Another 3-month membership to Nakama status from Jar Jar Binks. Send me to lock in and shave his head. We bald now. No. All right, just under the wire. But that's all the soup.
I don't wish it upon him, but it's coming.
Nah, bro.
Just know, bro.
Chill out.
We're going to be touching heads soon.
Pause.
Sword fighting?
Come on.
All right, I'm done.
Close this out.
Other than that, hey guys, thank you so much for joining us on another episode of That One Piece Talk. Like I said, if you haven't liked the video yet, please like the video. We will do the timestamps when we can. Remember, this is live. It's not like a video that we just put out and it has the timestamps, right? Unless you guys help us out. That would be very much appreciated. That way I don't have to do it. Also, if you haven't liked the stream. If you haven't given us 5 stars and a nice comment on Spotify and Apple, please do that. But other than that, thank you for all the super chats. We appreciate you greatly. Hope you had a good time. My name is Larry.
Lawrence.
Lionel.
Seb!
This is That One Piece Talk. Jana!